Tyson early on Gawn, put the pressure on Stevie J's first hands are good. Palmer and now Kelly really emerging through the pre-season. Salem tries to track him down. Scully's kept on going all the way to the square. First goal to the Giants.
There's whole forward movement ahead of him though, Jared.
Jack Watts took on Buntai and came out smiling and then delivering. And there's Oliver. Listen to the Melbourne fans in raptures. We saw the kid during the NAB Challenge, and there's another great bit of work by Davis. Hasn't he been sensational so far, Phil Davis?
Enough of a little bit of a sideways.
About 15 metres behind Marchbank, who's playing on him at the moment, so they change the angle instead, trying to go by Watts, and he lifts himself and takes the mark, and the crowd lift as well. Viney got involved, now Garlett and Kennedy. Tyson back again to Kennedy. Does he take a chance? It's close.
Oh, that is amazing.
He has taken a brilliant chance, and he's a demon now, Ben Kennedy. Viney gets it inside 50. Pedersen clever to Vandenberg again. Kennedy's already kicked one goal. He shares the love and gets it back. Maybe that's a little too much. But it ends in a very happy fashion for Garlett. Good handling of the ball, but just couldn't get the job completely done. Stewart now Scully as they come in a wave, and this is Kelly gliding through the 50, gets it to lob over the top, and for the first time in Giants colours, Steve Johnson puts it right through. He hammers it home.
This is where Shane Mumford's got to earn a quid here now.
Good battle between Steele. Oh, that's gee, I don't know about that. Conversion's been the issue so far. Just has one goal to his name in his career, but that's a beautiful kick from Steele, and just crept over.
You had Bernie Vince get one at that end of the ground first quarter. Now his head goes into the ground, but his shoulder strikes first. So I don't think that's a free kick, but they work themselves out eventually.
Cross got it over the top. Kelly to Griffin. Has had a massive impact yet. There is Marchbank. Made it Green's problem, and it really was a problem. Illegal disposal. Really had Pryor, but
he has to kick it through almost like a 12-inch pipe, and it doesn't touch the sides.
Green has to fly. Stood his ground well, didn't mark, but the ball goes the Giants' way again. Stevie J handballs to Locke. Sure, he'll give it inboard. He does. They're on the charge. Steele's got Ward, and well placed. They've got through, and Ward will go back and put this through, you would imagine.
I think Dom Tyson not doing enough with the ball. He needs to impact on this game.
Oh, look at the way he went through the pack. Oh, he ran through his own teammate, Kelly. Unbelievable way to give up the football. Jones, and they're out. Jenner with pace. Clever handball to Hogan. The next give all important. Tyson eventually gets it to Kent. He's got the chance to kick off the left. Finally a Melbourne goal. He's a bit of an old-fashioned type ruckman too, Maxie, but he covers some ground and can take a grab. Now Bernie Vince trying to mark his own territory back there. Oh, that was a moment which he wishes he could have back, and it just gets worse and worse. Well done by Ward to capitalise. He did well, but he was so badly outnumbered that it's gone the Giants' way. Kelly sets sail. Johnson stays down. It never got there because Big Rory has taken some decisive marks today. He's been pretty solid for the Demons. First time in Melbourne colours in the real thing.
Got it.
And he has. Watts takes the mark. Should be comfortable from here on the numbers, and he is.
Oh, that'll make Leon real angry now.
Big goal for the Demons, and you can see what it means. Viney across to Jones. The next one to Kennedy. They've still got the extra number to use here. On the lead of Watts. Takes it 70. Jesse's calling for it. He pops it up into the space. He comes at the football, and he marks. The little stutter, the alignment. The drop looked okay. The connection was fantastic. And it's straight through, and it's 3 in a row for the Demons.
He was trying to just guide the ball through. I reckon he was having a shot. But, oh, look at this.
Kennedy flicks it out. Garland will have a shot. Garland won't make the mistake. Demons are in front. What a comeback. Sets it up to full forward. Can someone run and jump and take a mark? They can. It's a Melbourne mark. And it's Bernie Vince. He's got to contend with three, and there's one of the three. McDonald. He's cramping now. This is where the toughness of round one. It's hard physically, it's hard mentally. Crowd thought it might have been downfield. Gawn got hands to it. Jack Watts, stand up, Jack. Handball across to Vandenberg. The bounce of the footy. The oval-shaped ball. It goes bouncing through Melbourne's way. Their beliefs will be growing that this young team can produce so much more than what they have. Here's Rory Lobb off the green. He's scrambled a goal. And there's 11 seconds to go. There's time.
Every Melbourne's midfielder needs to play man on man.
All or nothing. It's the clearance. The clean getaway. Wilson's a big kick. Time for a mark. Time or is there? There's the spoil. The siren sounds. Melbourne have done it. The Demons have come from nowhere to win this game. 6 goals in the last quarter. And the Melbourne fans will be walking on air tonight.
Do you think it was pace that Simpkin and Bird were left out, David?
It could be. Not a great sign to be dropped after round one. There's a turnover.
Horrendous kick.
He's blown that. Ambrose thumps it. Danaher wiped his hands together, licked his lips. Poor handball. Merritt mops it up. Zach kicks the first. Matt Jones, a scrambler. Zach Merritt. Brayshaw found some space. Got plenty on it. It's long. How about that for a start? Welcome to 2016.
This is where it'll test Essendon's defence, because last week GWS couldn't get the ball out. Melbourne were very good defensively, and a lot of these long bombs as we're seeing now. So
out of nowhere.
It's hard to set a zone up that high.
Matt Jones, handball to Lumumba, dispossessed. Little handoff to Merritt. Sized them up pretty well. Sized them up magnificently. He's got two. Harms just bangs it. Good use of the body by Garlett. Got rid of Bagley. Takes him on with a bounce. Looks up. Oh, he sped straight past him. You can't catch lightning. Kennedy. Hogan. Pedersen had a piece of it. Kelly had a piece of it. Garlett had a piece of it. Goddard. Parrish. Caught. Jones. Part of the seas. Went through the middle. Hogan. Kennedy. In the blink of an eye. The Demons are in front. Pedersen thumps it down the line. Hartley. Speaking of new players, first game for him. And 50. His first goal in AFL footy. He kicks it long and straight. That'll do. It's worked for 100+ years. Chance for another big momentum swing, and there's been a few in this game. Harms dragged down, dumping tackle, and the umpire said it was an illegal tackle from Ambrose. And he's reported him. Gleeson to Parrish. Danaher wants it, but he's a 1-on-2. He's a 1-on-3, make it. They all get back. That'll do!
It's unbelievable. He's the only one who judged the ball. Paul Roos cannot believe it. He was surrounded.
Opens up the angle, and that'll do! Danaher. Good, keeps it flat. Brown got some time. One step, spin, goal! Zaharakis. Leuenberger. Turnover. Tyson. Kennedy. Open goal square. Drives it long. Here they come. Kennedy's got 3. Sits it up wide. Fantasia takes off. Drives it long. Goal square. Crowley's got to jump. Thumb clear. Zach Merritt. It's bending. It's bending. It might be all the way home. It might be his third.
I think he's kicked it. Make a call on that one.
Whether it's behind, I would just like to confirm it was touched on the goal line.
That hurts.
Why?
Sits it up. Danaher can't go for it, and that's a mark.
Poor entry.
By McDonald.
Really poor entry.
And they're out. Vince, if he wants to. Jones is screaming. He wants it big time, Jones. It's in his direction.
And he's got Watts.
He sees Watts. Didn't pull the trigger initially, now does.
That's why you need a left foot.
And he drives it long. Hogan!
That is why you need to practice both sides of the body with the boot. You can't do that with a boomerang.
They play a bizarre game, the footy gods. He did it last week. Hardly seen it this week. And he's threatening to do it again. Danaher comes up to the wing. His hands have been sensational. And his foot delightful there. Goddard looks up. Bangs it long. Langford's his target.
There's brilliant ball movement.
They've had a troubled 4 years, the Essendon Football Club, trying to play their way through it. And one of their young stars, Langford, inspirational, gives them the lead. Bug.
He's got the option up the middle and he's hit it.
Has he?
Watts, edged out by the experienced Kelly. And they're out here, Goddard. The kid, Parrish or Zaharakis. Zaharakis, he's got Parrish. Parrish, they pick 5. Delivers. This could be a massive momentum changer in the history of the Essendon Football Club.
Well done, Bombers. That's a great victory for your club. I like the Kangaroos forward line. It really is multifactorial and very talented.
Matt Jones got it out of there, but only momentarily. McDonald decides to go by hand to get them inside the 50. Gibson got a fair piece of it. Quite a fair piece. And he's landed the first blow.
Give them some 45 kicks, just those little short ones that take a bit of territory.
Well, they're on top around the ball, Dicko. Clearances are 7 to 5.
Well, that could go all the way for another one.
Melbourne's way. So this is where Melbourne needs to consolidate on the quarter, maybe try and get one back themselves.
Their problem is, though, North Melbourne have gone inside for 53 times and got 3 goals.
Yeah, that's right.
Might be about to be a 4th. Ben Brown's had it all set up for him, but instead it's Goldstein. This is Brett Harvey with the Breeze playing from right to left. Going to be really tough, and I think he knew it. Oh, Goldstein! Has he played on?
He did. Kicked it.
And he was happy to do that. And again, good hands in tight by the Demons. They break into the clear. Salem's a good ball user. Watts has got in behind Ferrito. Can he take the mark? He took the initiative back, Ferrito. Watts went to ground. That didn't help. Hogan! And Melbourne's second goal is registered. And it was terrific teamwork by the D's.
It's the kick. Got to find a low target.
He had a couple of leading players, and there's one of them coming up to take the mark. It's Viney off the left foot, challenging one for Watts. Oh, Hogan.
He slots this, the recovery well underway.
His only game against North. He's kicked 4 goals in last year, and he's thought that through beautifully and executed just as well. It's on its way back, gone down cleanly to Tyson. Wouldn't they love this one? Another goal for the Demons. Even against Del Santo, I think, to Vince. The numbers are there from both teams. Goldstein, gone!
We're still looking for one in the next 5 minutes just to get a couple of goals on the board.
Gibson crafts the kick around the corner. Jetta versus Harvey. Stretch came. It was an important decision for him to leave his man, but they just stayed ahead of the game, the Roos.
That had to be a throw.
And finally, a goal for the quarter from Harvey.
Well, good response by the Kangas. Andy today.
Goldstein. Here's Hogan. Has he got the tricks to kick that through? Oh, yes, he has. Salem's the right man for it, but the smother was great from Thompson. And we're down to 20 seconds. Still I get an opportunity. Done. Done. He's got it done. Just about on the siren for the Demons. Stretch got it out. Nifty little hands. And
Can't afford to kill the ball like that.
it's a great play. Oh, he's flattened him out. Zeeble strong.
From Bernie Vince. Oh, yeah, clean.
Fantastic performance. But it's only half done.
Wells and Harvey. Incredible career. Oh, he's gone very hard.
Oh, here it comes.
Look at it come back. Come on back, you sweet thing. Instead, Waite. Waite did go one way. Lindsay Thomas had to fly against two. Melbourne's impact was from Petrie. Look at Waite. Flash through. Harvey only had a split second to sum it up. Oh, Boomer, what a kick. Counted, though, well by Atley and now Cunnington. They're being forced back here under all sorts of pressure. Right, stripped of it. Hurried left foot snap is a goal. Mwamba knows only one way, and that's to run and charge. Snatched back by Atley. Quickly to his feet. Win behind. Charging forward. McMillan. Impressive entry into the 50. And closure like that will help the Roos set up a lead.
Great game of footy. But still with this wind.
Oh, saw Boomer from here set it up for a teammate earlier. Oh, Gibson's going to have a shot.
Unbelievable.
Outlandish goal.
It was pretty clear that Hogan was the biggest man who was going to either mark it or bring it to the ground.
Oh, gone. Stylish stuff. Down to Jones, who gives it everything. Tyson released it. Oliver. It's deep again. The little nudge from Watts. Almost got hands cleanly to it. Hogan released it when he needed to. Kent. He's got another one. The old-timer, Ferrito, driving forward. The skipper, Swallow, doesn't mark it, but he scoops it back in and gets it out to Waite. Wagner going after him. Waite takes no chances. There's Kangaroos players everywhere. They're tall, they're small. There's none taller than Toddy Goldstein. Bang! So Gornall had his little breather. Meantime, North looking dangerous again. Jetta took it and went. Goes for it. Down the middle. Hogan. North players all out of position.
Keep this.
Viney. Cunnington will lunge, but Viney will run clear. And Cannon for the D's. What a game. Zeeble with some momentum. Bangs it up. Petrie was claiming a free. The ball held up in the breeze.
Well read, Thomas.
McMillan screws it back. Oh, it's gone. It's leaked out the back. It's all North. Harvey's sixth goal. Going to be hard pressed from here, but just when it seemed over, McDonald, Vandenberg, into the middle. Kent hasn't got any time to waste. 40 seconds.
He's got to have a shot.
Got to have a shot.
Got to let him know.
Well,
Get it going.
33 and a half minutes gone.
No need to take your time here.
The seconds tick away. Kent. He's powered to kick on. He's put it through. An incredible match. North led by 42 points in the opening term. They were headed and passed. It's come down to this. 20 seconds remaining. North get the tap. Oh, Salem missed the chance. They've got to be pure from here. Lumumba, they're going to play on and damn the consequences. High kick Kennedy. They can still do it at the back. Coming through Bud. He turns. He shapes the kick to full forward. Stretch. Stretch. Oh, it's missed it and the siren sounds. It's over. It is over.
the back, Brayshaw read it well off hands. Chance for Harms. Bullets it to Kent. Kicked 4 last week. Over the top to a running Bug. Couple of options. Watts points where he wants it. Gets it delivered there. Bouncing ball, has to deal with it. Now about the finish. It'll curl. It's perfect. Demons get the first. Well done. Should have done better. Cloak fed it to Fasolo. He was tackled quickly. Now a chance for the skipper in Pendlebury. Back it goes to Cloak. The vision was good. Execution okay. Sinclair inside 50. Lines things up. It comes back a long way. Sinclair a beauty.
In front down there, Reid. Brayshaw working against him. Loose ball, dangerous one. Well played by Tooby, at least initially, then coughed it up. Brayshaw, clever hands, gets it through Pedersen. Open goal beckons, but he's got it.
So Kent, brilliant last week. Here's a chance for Hogan. Sets himself from behind. Not quite. Harms. Can he finish off? Took a while. Pedersen kicked the last. Feeds it back. Kennedy squeezes it through. And the Demons 4 in a row.
A good battle with Gawn. Man just on the ground. Frost. Oh, and he goes 50 metres out. How is this for a lifter? Up the bench on the scoreboard.
Hurriedly, boot to ball. Reid now to Oxley and to the outer side.
Nice looking kick too. Into the path of Varco. Salem is closing. Varco knows he's down and as a result can run it. Carries it down towards half forward. Flips it across to support and Fasolo. Fasolo to the top of the square. Cloak, their second goal. Good build-up.
The ball's gone up and down now for about the last minute, so there's complete openness in the positioning.
Whoa. Chance for the Demons. Jones, Kennedy, back to Jones. On the left boot. Well done, the skipper. Here's Brayshaw. Demons get another. Suddenly it's getting very, very ugly at the G. Threw things at half-back. Back inside. Tyson tried to thread it on through. Off hands. Now to Greenwood. This is looking more promising. Salem closes, but a little too late. Surely 50, and this is a certainty for the Pies.
Flipped it to a contest. Jones missed it at the back. Crisp was. Blair back to Crisp. He's a left footer though. In trouble. Well done by Grundy. Running the park. Gives it to Aish. Aish goes deep inside the forward line. 2-on-1. Paid the mark. Circling was Cloak. Going in his side bottom anyway. Does it alone. Deserves the goal. That's his first.
Over the top. Here's Kent. Kicks the ball a long way. Pulls the kick into the pocket. Watts waits. Beautifully weighted. He's been accurate. 2 straight for the afternoon. Well, that's outstanding stuff. Quick response.
Forward, Jetta in trouble. Holding the ball. Advantage is played. Here's Adams. Miscues. Treloar's got it though. That was a good take. Open goal. Kick is good. Something out of nothing. Harms been very good. Likes to run, shows a lot of it to Greenwood, who punches it away. Treloar, they're on here. Greenwood needing to feed it forward. Goes back to Treloar. He does. Now Cloak going close. Oh, he's kicked the goal. He's got his second. So the Pies are storming back in this one.
If you've just tuned in, 10-minute mark of this term after Brayshaw's goal. Demons by 42. 4 of the last 5 to the Demons. Here's Jack Watts round the corner. Well, how do you like that? He's got 4.
It's a good game now.
Tell you what, Melbourne supporters will be happy with that. Strong mark by Jack White. Strong mark by
no! Kent open goal. What a tragedy as far as Collingwood were concerned.
To a housemates, Oxley and Kennedy, so I'll be telling him about that later.
Kick inside the forward 50. Off hands. Frost releases Pedersen. Should be a goal. And he's got it. His second.
Got to chase it. Jones gets there first. Here's the Demons. They've got players everywhere. 4 of them are one loose. Hogan just paddles it to himself. Tricky sort of about. Still time. Still numbers. A long wait. Thomas Buck got one over the top. Handballs in that direction. Here goes Viney. Demons get another.
They need to really buckle down now. Salem's kick comes out. Oh, well done by Harms. Outside the 50, I was about to say.
He was the only one taking a contested mark down there. Might be time to get Ben Reid down there. He can obviously take a big grab.
Okay, Maxie. Watch this space with Reid. Treloar over the top side bottom. Normally finishes this time on his left. Bang.
Just down towards half forward. Oxley decided to try and mark it from behind. In front, Tuvey in real trouble, lost the ball. Harms, quick hands. Bug sends it down towards the pocket. Frost is off again and takes the mark this time. Man on in the square. Tyson, point blank range, puts it through. That's Lats. He's got two.
Tyson again. Langdon had other ideas. White now to Treloar, past the circles to about 70 to 60. He ran a long way. Ball to the top of the square. Big fly. Not quite for more. Can Fasolo finish? Yes, he can. He's got the Pies back into the contest.
Yeah, he's finally getting some help around the ball. He's been a hard midfield forward for years, but as Viney runs in,
goes short, finds Gawn. He might just enjoy the moment. Hasn't missed a game. Almost first picked. He's the number one big man. And ugly off the boot, but sweet if you're a Melbourne fan.
The 10 Sundays right here on afl.com.au.
Salem cruises on through, little give, a look away in the end was brilliant. Kent now onto his favoured left boot to half forward. Jesse Hogan was there, but not quite. Here's Jeffy. A big inclusion over the top. Brayshaw has to settle. Now he's got to work his way around. Ellis, good kick, brilliant goal. Demons are away. Back inside to the skipper. Now Jones. Couple of options. Long penetrating ball. Jeffy waits. Hooley might get the sit. Jeffy almost. Jack Watts, little give. Here's a chance. Bernie Vince back in. Has he got their second? Yes, indeed. Over the top. Well done. Harms combines with Salem. Back over the top again. Now it's a chance. Ranch crashes through. Waits the ball okay. Shane Edwards scoots into the right spot. He'll have a crack from 45 directly in front. Just unbelievable if you're his agent. Just put those numbers in front of the football manager and say, you work it out. Cochin, hurried ball to half forward. Chaplin almost gets around. Lyndon Dunn onto the left boot, goes low, all about the bounce. It'll skip on through. 2 in a row to the Tigers.
Melbourne by 3 points, and now the skipper's got the footy. Plays on quickly. Lumumba, thumping kick. He goes with a three-quarter kick. It hangs in the air, and Hogan marks.
Just under 2 minutes in the first term. Jones goes searching. Pack form's about 60 out. Kent's got a runner. Jeffy Gullett's got the speed. Thinks about the drop punt. Converts to a check side. Demons get their fourth. Didn't rush it. Brilliant. Wagner's on in the middle. Over the top. Now it's terrible sort of a kick. Reebok was going to close down. Had it gifted to him. Now Chaplin and Hogan. Well done, Chaplin. Some sort of kick. Rioli goes back to Vickery. Got the height on Lumumba. Gets manhandled. Maybe a couple in a row coming up for Richmond. Martin kicked the last. Vickery has an opportunity for his first.
Well, this is where Rioli and Edwards are dangerous.
Brayshaw got it the second time. Didn't take it cleanly, though. Lost it. Townsend tried to bullock his way through. Reebok's pretty clever on his left, and he's clever there.
Plays on quickly now. Marriage drifting down. It takes Gawn to the ball. That's the problem. And Gawn gets the football, as we've seen him do so often. Viney, Salem, clean hands. All of that terrific. And now Harms, low, flat, bang! Takes the mark, plays on, and kicks a goal!
First outing in the seniors this year against a man in terrific form. Edwards' kick was world class, and Reebok and Chaplin, a breakdown in communications. Jack on his left boot, over the top, Lloyd!
High ball, back towards the line, and Hunt camped under it. Did nicely. Plays on quickly again towards the hot spot. Hogan rants with him, and Maxi again! Big Maxi is having a night out. High ball towards the 50. Tyson, well done. Knocked it down Brayshaw's throat. Brilliant kick. Vince marks on his chest. 35 out. And the vice captain captain back in the team after the siren. How important is that? Look at the D's get in there and celebrate it. Here's Viney, tried to thread it through. Well done, Miles. He got in the road, gave it to Cochin, didn't get to Jones as a result. This is better from Richmond. Promising start. Edwards' kick, terrific for Revolt. Now Lambert's on here. Rioli can give it to him. He didn't give it to him appropriately, but Lambert goes back, wins the football, kicks to Vickery. He marks top of the square. And it should be back to single figures.
Kent runs onto the bouncing ball. He's on his right side, which is his left. Bit of a wait for Jeffy. Now it's all about what he can do. Over the top, couple of demons. They'll raffle it off. Harms will kick a goal.
Frost, bottom of that pack, 3 seasons at GWS, 21 games, 2nd season at Melbourne, 7th game tonight. Rance got high. Watts, here he is again. Garlett around the body. He's kicked 3. High ball in from Greg. Revolt the target, couldn't mark. Hunt, good tackle by Townsend. It coughs up back to Revolt as a result. And how about that? Marking. So Ellis plays on quickly. He bends it around. Ellis in Wonderland.
Jeffy looked dangerous there. Slapped it behind Viney. Had it. Big tackle came on now. Ball in dispute. Gawn brilliant. Viney again. Tyson. Right boot. Well, umpire, I think, has allowed it. Yes, sir. Another for the Demons. Thumping ball, top of the square. Hogan and Rance out the back. A chance for Garlett. Steps back inside. Handballs over the top. There you go. Frost from the square. They've been strife without him. Big fly from Gordon, not quite. Marich out the back. Can he create over the top victory? Here's a goal coming up. Lloyd. Yes, they are still in this. Top of the square is Revolt. McDonald gets back. Chance for Revolt. How's the ankle? Recovers. Gets hold of the footy. McDonald grabbed him quickly. Little handball ends up with Watts. Looping it over the top to Kent, who's at home. Jeffy, Garlett and Morris. Anxious times for Morris. Fist onto it. Now a chance for Kent to slap it to Garlett. Garlett slapped it back to Kent. And Kent, well, that's just about curtains. 5.5 to play. 28-point margin.
Kennedy now carries the ball towards the 50. Maxi Gawn, how fitting it would be. Slapped forward by Pedersen. Brilliantly done. And Garlett has kicked 4. Welcome back, Jeffrey.
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on afl.com.au.
Hickey front spot. There's Viney. 37 last week. Gets one early. Top of the square. Chance for Kent over the top. Jesse Hogan, no problem. Demons get the first.
Dunstan over the footy a long time. Again, the ball not coming out of the pack. Stephen trying to work something out for the Saints. And that's a good combination, isn't it? Revolt on his own in the middle of the ground. Now there's one on long. The ball needs to sit. Membry's got it. First game for the season from the square. He's got Saints first.
Heads to the wing. Akers has a bit of space around him. Gawn continues to truck on. Sinclair took on. Got the best of McDonald in the end. Beautiful kick over the top. Membry, well, in the end it just is roved by the skipper. And Revolt gets the Saints second.
Here's the skipper, Nathan Jones. He thought about the shot, gives it across instead to Sam Frost, who bends it around. He's kicked it. Great finish.
Pedersen now to Jones. One-on-one on the outer side. Hogan has the height against Webster. How does he recover with the bouncing ball? Doesn't ever quite take possession of it. Now does. Little give was terrific. To Viney. Couldn't have played it any better. Now to Jones. Long to Kent, lost his feet, Dempster. Kent kept his. It'll give inside. Petrarca, he in turn to Pedersen. Runs to about 35, now to Bug. Doubles back, gets away from Stephen. Bouncing ball, might have skipped through. On they go, the Saints. This time Nunes, just a little bit too hot for Akers. Akers' recovery terrific. Jaden Hunt now has the chase. Akers to Dunstan. Dunstan to goal. Saints get their fourth, back to 5 points.
So the Saints have kicked the last 3 goals of the game, and suddenly they lead it by a point. Ross trying to get them moving again, and does. Sinclair on the bounce. He got it from the skipper who kicked the last goal. Sinclair for 4 in a row. St Kilda. What a turnaround. Wagner did nicely. Bug needs it to sit. Does. It's about 75 from home. Goes long in the Hogan direction. He's caught. Third man in the queue. And he marks it still. He starts his run up right alongside the fence. Comes out now inside the field of play for his third. He's kicked it, and Melbourne are on the board in this second turn.
Just holding the Demons together. Wagner. The kick, well, had to be perfect. Crashing on through was Akers. Spilt to Jetta. Over the top. Here's Petrarca. Hogan screaming for the ball. Petrarca to Hogan. Well, how Demons fans hope that is going to be the sign of things to come. The shuffle. The kick. The goal. 4 for Jesse. You talk about glimpses. Even that first movement to go back inside from Petrarca. Here's a chance. Akers. Brilliant stuff. As you say, fascinating in the middle. The Bushranger against Hickey. Tap just knocked back to Armitage. Scoops it back inside. Attacking 50. Wagner ran into trouble out the back. Billings. Well, that's terrific. Now Revolt. Can he finish for 3? Oh, yeah. That's superb. Well done, Nick Revolt.
Now to Bruce, who wants to take McDonald on, and why wouldn't he? Revolt breaking on his own, as is this man Billings. Now can be popped over the top again. This is terrific. Akers marks, plays on, and kicks a goal. That's his second, and St Kilda's lead is out to 18 points.
Stephen hemmed in, kick. Well, absolutely perfect. White jumpers over the top, all by themselves. Membry spotted one. Well, Minchington doesn't have a lot of height. Jetta got in the rain. Minchington recovered quickly. Sinclair fires at goal. Will it skip on through? Yes, it will. 24 points the margin now. 16 scores for the Saints since quarter time. Revolt has been involved in 10 of them, and he was an option with Membry there. Wasn't involved in the last. Nunes has a look. Who this time? Membry again. Opportunity round the corner. Membry. Yep. Saints out to a 6-goal lead.
Then delivers. Harms has the football just forward of the wing, and this is where they've been held up. And again, Montagna just hurting the space. Oh, Watts, very clever, strong mark. Gee, that was a good grab.
Sidestep, good. Now Stephen just drills it to the top of the square. Revolt flies. Here's Membry. Has he got 5? He's had a big afternoon. 5 straight.
Almost a mark in there to Bruce. Not quite, but he gets the footy back. Gives it back to Stephen, who takes them on. Now out wide, Montagna. He'd love to finish with a goal. He goes short instead. Not quite. And in the road, Viney.
Well, with a bit of trouble. Jack to Jack. Jack Nunes. Bang! Now Salem, Jude, looks like he's got a problem.
Well, this is what did the damage. Bang. I mean, that's a heavy knock into Jack Viney's head. Came off second best. Viney's okay.
He is trotting around the boundary line. Montagna, that's his view. And Bruce on his own. Stephen trying to keep that ball alive. Here's Petrarca. Now Tyson. Tyson one way, then came back. Goalwood and finishes. That's better from the Demons.
Handball impeded. Hickey brilliant. Dunstan, they're off to the races again. Here go the Saints. Ross over the top. Here's Bruce. Much loved Saint now. This for his 3rd of the afternoon. Sweet as a nut. 45 points it is again.
The 10 Sundays right here on AFL.com.au.
Jeddah. Dom Tyson. Garland back in the team after 3 weeks.
Oh.
In the VFL. He's given it away, though. Oh, there's a gimme to Lynch. Rosa, right from the 50, he can really penetrate. He's going to measure it nicely. Lynch running into space, trying to trap it just inside the boundary line. He's going to bring back a nice centering kick, and it's the debutant. A young man from Diamond Creek through the Northern Knights in the under-18s. His family will be wrapped about that, and they'll come from everywhere to celebrate with young Darcy McPherson.
Kicks it to the wing. On the intercept, Jeddah. Here they go on the counter punch. Handball away to Stretch. Now to Jones. Jones puts a high ball up inside the 50. Watts is there. Ground level. Garlett. He likes these. He's hard up against the line though. He's able to keep it alive and then snap around his body. How about that? Jeff Garlett. What a great goal. There's Rosa. Handball to Prestia. Inside the 50 it goes. Oh, that's a good mark, Lynch.
That's a huge grab.
Lynch, can he finish off his good work with a goal? He's on a fairly tight angle. That does not worry him in the least. He's put it through. Gold Coast get their second.
Now the Demons are away through Mitchie, who kicks it over the head of Jack Watts. Harbour out. Will beat him for pace here. Trapping it inside the line. He's got a bit of extra support in shade. Will kick it long up the line. McPherson, Prestia in the right spot. Now they can really open up. Martin running back with the flight's got to go here. Lynch from the side. Ground level. Here's a nice little open goal. A very good open goal for Garlett.
Just inside defensive 50, they should be able to clear it here. As Kennedy goes up the line and a little nudge that time from Garlett. He'll end up with a football. Put the handball away. Short ball. Tyson. Jones again. Run and gun by Jones. Up inside the 50 it goes, and Hogan is on the end of it. Moves in Jesse Hogan from 45 metres out. He puts through the goal. That's a great start for the Demons this second quarter. Hunt was able to read the bounce well. Then kicked the half forward. Out comes Hogan. Bounce past him. He's able to gather. Hogan laid a good tackle though.
Yeah, he's dropped it. And paid.
Bug. Feeds it back to McDonald. The big
trouble.
man here. Gone. Almost gone. Gave it away to Mitchie. Now to half forward to Tyson. It's a thumping kick, Dom Tyson. That'll almost go the journey. It'll very much go the journey.
That's not good news, boys. Matty Rosa come to the bench and immediately put ice on that right hammy, so that's not good news for the Suns.
Very good winger for a long period of time for the D's.
So D's in front. Gee, Prestia put down there.
Look at this here. He comes through at pace. Bang.
Clayton Oliver. So he will play on and sweep the handball to Aaron Hall, who's
they come in
hard, and he's been caught, wrapped up in the tackle by Wagner, and that's holding the ball.
And laid off to Hall. He's got to get back on that right boot. And a nice centering ball right towards the heart of the 50. Over McDonald. Lynch at the back. The snap at goal. Hell, a bounce. It bounces truly. Hall at the drop. Hunt. Viney. Now the kick forward by Bernie Vince into dangerous territory on the 50 here. Keep looking to reel it in. Got away from Sahn. He can line up here from 30 and drill the goal. And the Demons are back in front.
To Ruckman. Tangle again. Gawn was able to get the tap down. Here's Viney. He's able to gather from 49 metres. He goes for it and kicks it. What a great start for the second half, and it's Jack Viney.
Pick off the Ablett pass when there are other players on the outside free.
Bernie Vince, Jones, handball. Here's Viney again. He goes for a run. Will he go for another one here? Jack Viney goes and kicks another. Everything's coming up Jack Viney.
Pick up the microphone and the headset and put it to his ear and mouth because it was splintered.
Gawn's flicked it over the back and Nathan Jones has kicked the goal. It starts with the big man yet again.
Back to Tyson. A wade through some traffic, and then Jaden Hunt, who's done this a bit tonight, running and bouncing. Through the middle he goes with a couple of bounces. He kicks to Pedersen, top of the 50. Pedersen wants a runner. He got the handball away to Harms. Harms is going to go for goal, and Harms kicks another one for the Demons.
Now the kick forward for the Demons. Hogan attacked it well. Good ball at ground level by Kennedy, who hit the pack hard. Now Petrarca, who fed it inside. Pedersen with a sweeping handball. The pace here at Kennedy, tight angle. Can he thread the needle? He's got it home.
And now Malcheski through the traffic. He was able to get the kick away. He's got some players out here. Hall is able to take it. Looks up, goes to half forward. Miller He's got Ablett on the run, on the move. Gary takes it on. Great tackle by Wagner.
Shows back room from Jones. Harms, very tight confines, are able to keep it alive. The Demons right down towards the hot spot again. Sard, a couple of opportunities, couldn't take it. Pedersen off the pack and he'll kick the goal. It's all going beautifully for the Demons.
At the moment, Lynchy, Port Adelaide and Melbourne, the two clubs you'll think are most likely to come into the 8 at the end of the year if they can get it right.
Here's a turnover. Petrarca from outside the 50. How will it bounce beautifully? Christian Petrarca, he kicks a bomb.
And from all reports, he's been annoying the coach to try to make sure he got a game sooner rather than later. Got his opportunity last week. Look at his teammates get around him.
As Kennedy kicks towards half forward, it's out of the reaches of Hogan, but Garlett's got this over the back. He'll bring it back towards the goal square. Petrarca will get on the end of this. He almost got there. He'll thread it through. Back-to-back goals for Petrarca.
Jetta to Garland. So Garland through the heart of Metricon Stadium. He kicks a high ball up inside the 50. Shea goes with the one hand off the ground. Harms. James Harms kicks a cracker.
Lynch, McDonald, Mitchie there at the drop. What a performance by the Demons. 16 goals in the second half. And they run out 73-point winners here at Metricon Stadium.
Dalhouse got the 3 votes the last time these two sides met. Gives the ball to Bontempelli. That's a beautiful kick. Absolutely magnificent work. And Campbell can play on quickly. Goes to the square. And they've worked that ball magnificently to Redpath. Campbell, who gives the ball to Bontempelli. Here it comes again. Stringer up in the middle of that pack almost. Had hands to the footy. Wallace out to Picken. Number 2 for the Doggies. A bit of early bark.
Well, Fletcher Roberts beaten to it by Watts. Hogan missed momentarily. And then another opportunity. Harms, Petrarca kicked a couple last week. Gets one early on a Sunday afternoon.
So Pedersen won that hit out. Ended up with Campbell. Now Bontempelli, Dalhouse, McRae setters the ball up. Clever kick, not quite the mark for Picken. Roving Dixon. And there's their 4th. Good start, Doggies.
Bailey Williams, the first game, went searching for Campbell. Might end up with Campbell flicking to Stringer. Stringer doesn't miss these. Dogs get their 5th. They're out to a 19-point lead.
Williams, and then the quick handball off the ball towards half forward. Boyd's kick was a good one. Caleb Daniel on the end of it now. Dalhouse. Ball long down towards full forward and all on his own with a heap of space.
So the last 3 now to the Bulldogs, and the Demons slightly on the back foot.
And a report. Bernie, you've been reported for rough conduct, okay?
Ambitious kick worked perfectly to Jones. Now to stretch over the top, looked at Gawn, ignored him. Wider to Pedersen. A couple on, one is short. Kennedy finds him. Plays on quickly from 45. He's going to squeeze it through, I think. Drifted back late. Dees needed that. To Morris, back to Adcock. Ran out of options. Stops, pauses, retreats. Back inside. Kennedy works it. Jones threads it over the top. Here's a chance. Garlett. Can he finish? Demons. Back-to-back goals.
It's a long ball inside 50 and Hogan. What a grab. That is a big power forwards mark.
Through the logo, short ball, couple of options. Salem and Hunt. Now Hunt. Driving ball. Gawn with the hide out the back. Chance for Kennedy. Kicked one on the left moments ago. As he kicked one on the right, he has. Look at something that happened in that second term. Neville Jetta and Marcus Bontempelli. So Jetta number 39. Bontempelli comes in to remonstrate. Neville Jetta almost a 6th sense noticing Bontempelli coming. Now McRae, great vision. Inside it goes. Campbell again by hand. Adcock arches his back inside. Liberatore from 55. He's been tackling all afternoon. Now he's kicking goals.
Stringer, good mark and plays on. That was well done. He knew McDonald was on the deck. Now Dixon needs it to sit. Didn't quite. Might get the footy back. Caleb Daniel keeps it alive. Well played around the corner. How about that? Gives the ball to Dale and they've got a 6-goal lead. Liberatore outside 50. Stringer with a huge fly. Hit the pack hard. So does Hunter. Can he finish with a goal? Well, not the way we thought it was going to happen, but a goal nonetheless.
What can he conjure here? Again, a driving ball. Gawn's going to have the height advantage. Knocked it down to Garlett. Over the top to Salem. You want his left boot. Little give. Low. Pedersen. A fumble. A give. Hogan. Left boot. Now to Oliver. Oliver. Goal. Max Gawn at full stretch, knocks it down. Jetta, Jones, well, they both left it behind. Hunter went and got the football off the ground. Here's Stringer over the shoulder. Has he got another? I think he has.
So Gawn again, first touch. Gawn gets the kick out of there as well. Dixon marked. It was not 15. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Dixon's kicked it. There's his second.
Let's look at inside. Petrarca, Mitchie. Here's a chance. Harms running on by McDonald. Doesn't kick a lot of goals. Tom McDonald. He's got one there. First for the year, 8th for the career. Gawn. Well, Tyson almost had the foot in. Liberatore almost had him. Still needs to find the 19th tackle. Big tackle from Dalhouse. Bontempelli. Beautiful to Stringer. From 55. It's a long ball. It's a straight ball. It's an absolute ripper. 4 for Stringer. Over the top, into Bontempelli's hands. His give slick to Biggs, to Adcock. And here's an opportunity. They're right out on the other side. And Campbell streaming inside 50. Picken will see him now. Driving ball could not have been any better. A fumble, but time. Stringer walks in. He's got 5. Bailey Dale inside. Now a chance. Well, that kick ends up with the first gamer. And Bailey Williams feeds it to Redpath. He in turn over the top to Picken. And there's just a little bit extra for the Bulldogs. 1 to Picken.
The 10 Sundays right here on AFL.com.au.
Not a lot to go to. It's short. Christensen holds up. A little handball by Kennedy. Viney. Kennedy. And now Petrarca from the wing. Open space ahead. Hunted down by Rich. Still got the kick. Watts, he left that for Garland. Great team play there. He said, your ball, Jeff. Garland and Freeman over the top.
Yeah, it's good confidence booster, isn't it? 2 good grabs nice and early.
Kick not so good. Christensen, well, he put him under too much pressure. That's got to be rewarded, that tackle, surely, by Petrarca.
Yeah, well, the last 2 kicks in Brisbane coming out of the back half, they tried to squeeze something that's not there. If it's not on, look forward.
Hands it off the fence. Too easy. Pokes the pass and they are playing with him. Kennedy heads to the square. Well, Martin and Jones in the middle of the 2. Hanley. That's deliberate. That's got to be deliberate. I know he's an Irishman, but he's been around for a while. He's got to understand the rule better than that.
The league average is about 48%, so they're dominating once they get inside forward 50.
Zorko. Torpedo inside 50. Lester used his body, got the bounce, gets the roll. Inspirational. Harms about to jump into this. From 4 deep, Merritt got there first. Knocked it down.
Hogan's out the back here.
Good crumbing Newton. Got it to Harms. Hogan's on his lonesome. He can get it and stroll. It didn't sit initially. He's got the handball options. Kent, Garlett. It was a party down there. Fourth man up, got it to ground. Vince wide. Oliver. Dainty little kick to Neil Bullen. Oh, good release kick as well. Newton on the run. Thumps it long. Jeff Garlett over the back. Read that to perfection. Unselfish. Hogan from the goal line like shelling peas. Gawn with a slap down. Rich ran to a roadblock. Oliver thumps it long. Big fly and another good pluck. It's all unfolding delightfully right now for the D's, and Watts to line up. They wouldn't give it to him earlier. 3 minutes, maybe they can steal another one.
Gee, that's a good kick off the outside of the boot.
Robinson, inside and long. Freeman's down there, Shacky's down there. Shacky got hands to it, Zorko crumbs it. That's working back towards the square. Bell!
Well done. Really well done from Zorko, wasn't it? That was just
opens it up, kicks straight away. And kicks the goal. He's got 2 in a minute. Thumped away, danger zone though. Oliver, McStay, who got the fist on it, to Bastanak, to Rich. Lewis Taylor. Now Freeman is forward. Or Martin, who does he want? Heads in the Martin direction. Freeman at the back. Left it for Bell. Bastanak got it out. Leicester couldn't get it and run. Oliver, Jones, caught. Petrarca, just in time. Banked forward by Newton. Hogan, third grab, he's claimed it. He's not paid it. There's no one in the square for him to go to. Hands it up, Kennedy. This is going to hurt big time. Newton. Watts to Bug. Hogan's in the square. In his direction. Merritt with the fist. Hogan steals it. Sizes them up. And nails it for number 4. Rich with the crumb to Bell, and they're out. Martin had to go down and get it. Bastanak. Robertson sees the runner. Leicester.
Good build up.
He might go all the way home. Needs to show some poise. He kept it low to Louis. And little Louis from the square finally kicks a goal. Gawn, splendid palm to the back. Mitchie, Hunt, Jones. He might go for home. Launches, it's long. Gawn's down there. Hogan will do.
Well, they had a 2-on-1 and Bell couldn't get back from the man on the mark.
Well, Shacky had to protect the ball there instead of going for it to keep Oscar McDonald out.
Jeff Garlett, by the way, Spud. And
Hogan as well, Dwayne.
They could raffle this. Garlett or Hogan. Who does Kennedy want?
You better kick it now.
Just goes to the square. Kent, Hogan. Hogan for number 6. Unselfish to Kent. To Melbourne.
No numbers for Brisbane.
Wagner tried to trap it. Bastanak steals it. Goes central. Almost the mark. Shacky says it knocked away. Zorko sneaks it in. Gets himself a consolation prize. Oliver, Kent,
Jack Watts in the paddock.
So Jack Watts on his lonesome here. Sits nicely for him. He flicks it to Harms. If it bounces, Harms can stroll in. They have demolished them.
Break them open and win by 100 points, and they didn't do it.
Jeff Garlett used his body nicely. Runs back onto it. No one in the square. Central kick. Can Hogan get there? Protection for Viney. I reckon they've been a little better than the scoreline suggests. They've been awe-inspiring at times.
The 10 Sundays right here on AFL.com.au.
Tringo right there with him. Crunched the power. Knee. Quick handball. Oscar McDonald had it for a moment. Now it's on McDonald. Stretch, good tackling pressure from the power. Impey had him. Garland, though, finds a way forward. Oscar McDonald sends it to the square. Watts!
Number one goal kicking accuracy in the competition is Melbourne.
18 goals this season for Jack Watts. He's really hit his straps, and he kicks the first of the game. The Demons are on the board in Alice Springs. Back in the middle. Gawn. Maybe might have hit it, but he got hit in the face at the same time.
Might have been the investment from Jackson.
And the power burst forward. Impey got it from Wingard, and the quick reply to the power.
Have a look here. Jumps and just gets the claw into the eyes accidentally. And
a bit going on at the moment.
As he's been doing, Jackson, he got the clearance.
Clear it out of the area. There's a 4-on-1 here in favour of the power.
That's why Harms didn't go.
Stewart, Robbie Gray, Eamon. Nice close down. Did well to get a handball away. They've still got it, the power. Hodge into the pocket, looking for the target. Dixon! On this spot, on the ground, from the set shot. And he kicks truly with that one. So the power take the lead back in the first quarter. Run right over the top of Brisbane. Garland had the spoil. Impey there, but there's a pushing free kick, and it's going to go to Wagner.
He's been very impressive in the handful of games that he's played this year.
His kick to Hogan is a beauty from the Demons. Jesse Hogan. Been inaccurate so far in the first quarter, Melbourne, but Hogan makes no mistake there. One a little short, and Ebert chops it off.
That was really well held up from Port Adelaide on that occasion.
Back inside 50, the power. Big pack collides. Robbie Gray stayed down. Howard over the top, and Wingard will dribble through the goal. And a good kick can release the power out the back. Sam Gray. And corralled by Garland. He just caressed the kick. And Eamon's got it in the pocket, centering it back. Dixon the target, and Stewart, and a free kick.
Yeah, slight chop of the arms. He played the push.
He's playing a big part in this game so far. Charlie Dixon, quick reply for Port Adelaide, and Dixon has got through.
He's got the plugs in.
Few gores up the snout already.
Big Gawn standing tall inside 50. A couple of quiet weeks, but it's been a rapid rise for Max Gawn. And he finishes truly from there. Petrarca just clears it out of the area. It could come straight back in. Stewart was strong. Swiveled the hips to get clear. Hartley. Again, the sidestep created a bit of room, and then he unleashes a bomb all the way for a goal.
Jones to come back, but just held on.
Garland will have to kick at 55.
He's got the weighted kick out to Hogan. He's got to drag this to his left.
And he's going to go himself. Strikes it nicely. Has he got the legs? Hogan!
Or just kick it on his head.
Inside 50. Dixon was dealt with early by Tom McDonald. Robbie Gray waiting down, kicks smothered by Newton. Spills to Mead. Now to Wines. Bursts through one. Can loop it over the top. They're going to run into the open goal. And Howard can bang it through.
His coach
just don't want to give coaches ideas, Lynchy.
No, it's spot on. His coach. There we go. Jack Viney has thrown a couple and landed a couple.
The old left-right, I reckon, then from Viney.
This is it. Just left of screen. Now, Ebert has ran into the back of Viney, and then Viney's thrown 3 or 4. So I'm not sure from that angle whether they were open hands.
Good goal. We just zoomed in on Viney and Ebert earlier on. We've been able to see the old 1, 2, 3, 4. It did look like a little bit of an open hand there, which Cam Mooney did call.
For Petrarca, good evasiveness. Newton will send it up to the 50. Kent was strong.
He's real strong. Fell awkwardly.
Very sore, very sore.
They'll give the handball away. Petrarca from just outside 50. Shepherding on the line, but Neil Bullen's taken the mark. He'll play on and kick a goal. Side step after selling the dummy. And now the Demons could be full of a bit of running. Harms. The kick has to be good. Watts elevating. O'Shea got back into his path. He's Garlett. Been quiet. No one back on the goal line. Garlett sizes them up. Steers it through. And another crucial goal of the Demons. He's got Jones calling it forward in the middle of the ground. Shares it with Vince.
Oh, there they go.
Now they spot it up to Jones. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jones has got Stretch in plenty of space. Had Garland in the pocket. Goes longer instead. He's got the tall timber down there. Gone reaching over the back and locking them up. They just had the height advantage on them. The miss at one end from Howard. They go straight up the other end, the Demons. Gawn kicks the goal, and Melbourne are right back into this game. Gawn. A hit out to the advantage of Kennedy. Had it knocked out of his hands by Sandgrave. Boat shrugged a tackle. Back to Gray. Now Cracker squeezes a kick inside 50 to Impey. Winds over the top. Wingard. It draws a man to him. 1-2 with Dixon. And they walk it all the way to the goal line. He'll go through the middle.
Oh, look at that kick.
Creative kick to Boak, who didn't have to break stride, and he can pop it over the top, looking for Impey. The ball, if it sits up for him, is away. Paddles once, all the way to the line again. The power, time and time again, have got out the back, and they kick another goal. Right at the base of the post.
Be going to sneak over that.
White. Now Polar. Trying to get around Neil Bullen. Robbie Gray. Been busy most of the afternoon. Cracker a Lila goal. He was celebrating the minute and left its bootlaces. Got another tackle stat and won a free kick.
Not many contractors have bonuses for tackles, but he might have.
Westhoff. Now for Pittard. Usually lethal off that left boot. And it was a bullet kick to Dixon, steaming out from full forward. He had to really set up the lead for the Power early. This for his fifth. It's tight, and he's got it there. And Charlie Dixon's kicked a handful.
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on AFL.com.au.
They come through the middle. Jetta's kick terrific to Hogan. Little give. Kent. He's on his right side. Rich is his left. Long ball. Perfect ball. Watts waits. Brilliant from Stratton. Didn't give away the free kick. Somehow made contact. Watts over the top. Dawes. What a start. Demons impressive.
Here's Trengove again. Got his hands on it a few times in the last few minutes, but Rioli, the cleanest hands of all, sends the ball in the Gunston direction. Race on now. McDonald, how did he lose him? That was incredible from Jack. And there's two. Knows how to kick a goal. It wouldn't have been out of place there, would it? Segler down in front. Petrarca again. Bruce behind him, and Bruce off the ground. There's the Hawks' third. Down the line, he went backwards to Howe. That was clever. And into the middle of the ground, and McAvoy.
To the genius, and then wide to the man playing his 200. What an amazing find he's been. They gave up so little and got so much with Josh Gibson. Mitchell to a dangerous spot. The Demons will get there. McDonald, well, outplayed, outthought. Well done, O'Brien. Well, plenty of chat out in the middle. Mitchell. A long ball to some quality, and there is quality with a capital Q. How do you spell Cyril? Q-U-A-L-I-T-Y. He is something else.
I mean, what Melbourne really should be trying to do is make sure that Hogan and Dawes, whoever it is, they've got one of those players really deep at any time as their get-out player, just to engage one of the Hawthorn defenders and create a contest.
The point made by Paul Roos talking to Sully, wasn't it? He wanted his forwards to stay further at home.
Tyson within range. It's a beautiful kick. Can you believe it? It's back to 4 points after it looked like the Hawks were going to get hold of the D's. McAvoy watches on. Mitchell. Little give was meant for him from Bruce. Vince again involved. Well done, Nathan Jones. Back it goes. Now Dom Tyson. Kick the last. Might set up another for the Demons. Big fly in front. Vandenberg. Here's Jeffy Garlett out the back. Still a chance for Garlett. Off the ground. Dawes. In there. It was Kent. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Goal.
Boys, no free kicks.
Then back inside. Turn Vandenberg inside out. Vandenberg almost closes in on Gibson. Hartung sweeps it wider still. Here's a chance for Bradley Hill, held without the football. Umpire said it's all okay. Vandenberg back over the top of the youngster in Oliver. Sweeps the handball. Now a chance for Garlett. Steps inside. Now to Tyson. To 50. Long ball. It's over the top to Jack Watts. And the Demons will lead at half-time.
He was thinking his way through it. Another important touch there to Tyson.
Superb from Gawn to Tyson. Dawes in the middle of 3 Hawks. Now a chance for Vandenberg to Hogan to about 15. A bounce, a fumble. That was a disaster. Still time for the Demons. Kent, he finishes it off. Back inside, 1 against 1. In the end, it was Burgoyne flying against Kent. Now Isaac Smith on the end of a handball to about 30 or 40. Here's Bruce. The speed of Hill goes past Bruce into an open goal square. Second deck.
About that, Isaac Smith, Petrarca and Jones, how they would love the skipper to kick a goal. All at the back though, after the Frawley spoil, spills to Howe. Birchall looks up, good kick, clever kick. Brewster's on and marks. So 1 goal 3 becomes 2 goals 3, and it is all tied up at the MCG.
John Gawn fed it out. Trengo, Jones running by. Jones will get it in the end. Inside. Low ball. Big moment coming up. The Demons led by 12 early in the first, led by 11 early in the third. They trailed by 1. Scores level again, as they were at 3/4 time.
And now Isaac Smith, he goes with a long one, inside 50, Sicily, Hunt flew, ball on ground level. Bruce, can he keep it in? Trying to get him out. Over the line was Wagner, he couldn't. The ball's still in. Now the ball kicked for a goal. Stewart in his first game, now he's kicked a goal. Dawes up in front, was pulled by the arm there, probably should have won a free kick. Burgoyne, Watts, Frawley off the ground and in front, right place, right time. Here's Gunston, winds up, sends it in the Rioli direction. Anything's possible here. Puopolo kicks a goal. Stratton down the line. And now Sicily, who's really lifted the longer this game has gone, and Hill providing great run. He kicks to the pocket, and O'Brien. O'Brien can go back, settle down, milk the clock a little. That's exactly what Brad Hill's telling him to do. Will Langford, Cyril Rioli and Tim O'Brien. Langford not a part of this team, but they're wearing black armbands today for the loss of their grandfathers. And how's that for a memory? O'Brien kicks the goal and makes it 19 points.
The 10 Sundays right here on AFL.com.au.
Queen's birthday footy. Max Gawn said it was the big stage to this man here. Petrarca off to the skipper in Jones. Fed it. Bernie Vince. Dangerous spot for the Pies. Sinclair, Kent. Now a chance for Hogan. Can he go off the ground? Well, maybe it's gone through. Was it Viney that got a boot onto it? I think Jack's back, and Jack's got the first.
He's a good decision-maker, good executor too by hand and foot.
Tom McDonald to Vince Kennedy at full stretch. Just a little too high for him. Sinclair, Pendlebury. Well, I'm sure he was going elsewhere, but he ends up with Mason Cox outside of the boot in the end, and now a chance for Mason to get the Pies first.
So just settling here. Now the Demons, that was not good.
Pendlebury quickly to De Goey. Low ball, terrific kick. White, Grundy continues to charge. White's gone in that direction. Howlett bounce for Brodie Grundy. Pretty kind. Well, it was a kind bounce. He kept it in. Gawn, Blair. Blair very clever. What can he manufacture here? Small man goes around the corner. Brilliant kick. White's involved again. What looked certain suddenly looked disastrous. About to go through for a behind. Knocked it back into a dangerous spot. In the end, the minus score only. Disappointing They'll get there and take off. Dawes is the chaser to half forward. Jesse White, Tom McDonald. Well done, McDonald. Knocked it away. Well read, Pendlebury. Over the corner. Didn't blaze away. That was outstanding. And White finishes the goal.
Decided to take the risk and keep going.
What do you have to do that for?
Matty Nichols there saying to Gorney, why'd you have to do that for, big fella?
Good luck getting a free kick.
You know what I'd say if I was Maxie? Go and get it, Matty. Kennedy now looks to pop it into that top spot. Gawn was the target. He overkicked and went right over the back to Viney. Or is it Trengove? It is. It's Trengove. There it is. He was easy on it. Nursed it through nicely. Welcome back, young man. Trengove goals. Melbourne get their third.
Dom Tyson had to be quick. Here's a chance for the first gamer in Phillips. Sends it forward. Varco just used his body against Jeddah perfectly. And Varco can have a look at his first.
Brought on by Trev Varco. Collingwood by 2 goals again here. Wits in the middle. To Goey. Viney with the clearance eventually. They're all one-on-ones down here. Frost over the top. Out the back door. Now Hogan's got it all to do. Got a little tumbler going forward and did it nicely. And a bit of a stoush to go on with it. Hogan didn't appreciate the attention after he kicked the goal from Maynard.
Little gift to Kent. He's on his right side, which is his left. Thumping ball long. Here's a chance for Watts. Coming through Kennedy. Sinclair hot on his heels. Kennedy, he's got to get back onto his left. Little gift to Petrarca. Gets rid of the tackler. Petrarca goes low. Bang! Demons. Ripping goal. Scores level at the G.
They have come alive. Dawes long ball. Here's Hogan.
Melbourne.
And a Melbourne free. Advantage paid. Max scores. He got a good bounce. He takes it out of midair. Maxie says, I'm that good. I don't need to handle the footy.
Petrarca's on, so too Jones in the middle of the ground. Jones, suddenly Pies swarming around him. Blair wanted Treloar, couldn't find him. Advantage called. Petrarca, thumping ball. Gawn, Kent will run by. Gawn can draw the player. Kent will run on. Kent, he goes onto his left boot, kicks the goal.
Oliver. Jones. Dangerous ball here for Collingwood in the last 2 minutes of this first half. Frost trying to destroy the pack. Maxie Gawn goes in, boot up, ball, got it. 3 to big Max. Open up another pop-up. Collingwood haven't looked like they're going to come out on fire in this quarter as yet. So they need to. White, Pendlebury, quick hands. Greenwood now can straighten to the punt road end. Hammers a bit of a sidewinder, and he's kicked the goal. It's all or nothing here in the next few minutes. They have been battling, but Melbourne have been able to hold strong here at the moment. Ball to the middle of the ground in Kennedy. He goes direct. This is a good sign. Big mark by Hogan. He's straightened his run up. I won't say it's incredibly fluent, but he's certainly straightened it. Good goal, simple. Hogan's got 3.
Maynard knocks the ball away. Smith and Tyson and Williams all meet at the football to the wing on the outer side. Ball skips over the head. White will be there first. Did a good job of it. Can they get the first? The Pies. They should. To Grundy. Runs into a goal square that beckons. He's put it through. Pies get the first of the last. And now the long ball. Hogan again looking ominous. Got his hands onto it. Dawes fed it over the top. There's another give on if Vandenberg wants it. Gives now. Jack Watts. Goal to Jack. 37 the margin, and the D's rolling.
When you look at the inside 50s, the difference is only 3. There's 38 for Collingwood, 41 for Melbourne.
Well done, Viney. Had side bottom to beat. Did really well. Vandenberg to Trengove. Second game back over the top. Well, it's not going to... Oh, yes, it is! This afternoon, another left in, Kennedy, the other, Garlett. And Harms left out of this side. They'll have to fight hard to get back into it. Petrarca, something clever. Ends up with Max Gawn. It travelled 15 just. Big Max has got 3. And the crowd loves it.
Whistleblowers, Tuesdays on AFL.com.au.
Gawn, front, slapped it away. Jones. Kent, McVeigh, Hanbury. Dawes. Petrarca turned it on last week, the young man. And that's almost as good as his terrific spin and goal last week.
And didn't get away with it.
Parker puts his faith in Franklin again. Dawes well positioned, but the danger's still very much evident. Kennedy, oh, what a pick-up, and an even better kick from Josh Kennedy. What a game, what a contest. Luke Parker back getting amongst the footy after only 13 last week. Kennedy. Here's Towers. What a first quarter from Dean Towers, and it just got better, much better.
That's confidence. That is confidence.
He could have dabbed the pass into the back pocket. Instead, he went for Mitchell in the longer option.
Left foot up.
Then Kennedy was terrific last week, and he finds Kent.
Can still keep winning the ball or start to win it back again. That's a good kick.
Yeah, Dean Kent looks right at home in AFL footy now.
Which is a free to make contact and keep Gawn away from jumping at the footy.
Said 15 hit-outs, Max Gawn. That was his 5th disposal. Demons having a little spurt here. Kennedy and Jetta, they're trying to get the ball to a better place, but no guarantee on a day like today. Free kick's going to help. Bernie Vince.
Melbourne free kick. Melbourne free. Let it go.
Well, didn't bump him, but carelessly ran in. Jones is well within his rights to remonstrate. It's a bit harder to pull up in wet weather too.
Wagner back to half back. Poked forward by Vince. Sinclair. Smith off the right boot. Buddy to mark. Number 750 in his storied career, Buddy Franklin. He's put it through.
Well done, Lance.
It doesn't get that far again because McVeigh was on the spot with Hanbury, and the Swans can really stretch out. Heaney takes the grab. Franklin calling for it deepest. Instead, he tries to go via Rowe. They've got numbers everywhere. Here's Rose again. He fashioned a kick out of there. Swans everywhere. The handball comes Buddy's way, and he can stride into goal for another. Vandenberg, though, maybe the Melbourne's advantage. Dawes, still hard to take those marks. Rampy, Kenty well not to give away a free, and Dawes was able to get it to Oliver, and they're inside 50. It's a foot race. It's Nick Smith. Has a look over his shoulder. Petrarca, he's coming for you, Nick. He's got you on the top of the square, and the Demons might. Yes, he's done it, Petrarca. Did all the work and then finished it off. Hanbury back for Mitchell. Up to half forward, and it just goes over the head of Nankervis. McDonald again. Oh, the fumble by Oscar. And Gary Rowan hoping to capitalise on that. Kieran Jack comes to his aid. Franklin was the core of another attack for the Swans, and Buddy takes the mark.
The most he's ever played in one run was 13 games. Look at that. Shorey.
Another opportunity. Towers. Got a good instinct around the sticks, it seems. Dean Towers. The professionals that they have. And some of the youngsters have really played their part. Towers been a multiple goal kicker. Rose, as they line up, just waited Rowan to give the handball. Hewitt got to the right place. It favoured his left boot. And they're racking them up one after another now, the Swans. Enough numbers to win the contest. Vince came charging through. Hanbury dug it out of there. Here's Franklin going to work. Towers again. He's everywhere at the moment. laying off the handball again. They keep lining up for more. McGlynn. Word has just gone up on the scoreboard. No kick to kick after the ground, after the game, and by unanimous boos from the crowd.
What about the young kids? They would have loved it out there. Let's have a look at Bernie. Oh, we've made contact with the head.
Baz, I know you're excited. You've got the record for us.
Yeah, I'm doing a happy dance down here, boys. 144, so they've beaten it by 2. Good times at the Swans.
Yeah. I love the rule, but I think that one was a bit overfished there.
Again, the numbers multiply around the footy. Just comes out marginally. Parker for Towers. Here's Buddy trying to wind up for his 5th. Got Frost where he wanted him and forced the free kick. An advantage paid, and Lloyd's going to kick the goal. Poor old Buddy missed out on a bag of 5.
And the Coleman lead, wouldn't he? Or was he already one up? He's already one up a cup, but he'd be dirty on that, Buddy.
Tune in to Pick a Winner. It's a must-watch Thursdays on AFL.com.au.
Sloane goes long, up towards Walker and co. Walker elects not to fly. Ball is fisted down over the head of Jeddah. Now they need support, lose it. Lynch gets the hand pass away. The kick for goal is good for Douglas. Douglas gets the first goal in the opening minute and 10 seconds for the Adelaide Crows.
Straight to Walker with his back to goal. Twist and turn a little. Had a second effort. It was good. Crouch will try and shape this one. There's Crows everywhere. Put Melbourne under all sorts of pressure. And they falter. And McGovern was there to lick the lips and put it through.
It's almost unforgivable. The heat's been there, but you still got to hit them. Atkins goes wide. Lynch. He can bounce his way to goal. One bounce. He can have a shot from 45. Drop punt's on its way. And he gets the goal.
He moved his body well, though. Now Sloane has an opportunity to hit up the skip. And Walker takes the mark. Eddie wants it deep. He wants it in the square. And what Eddie wants, Eddie gets. Eddie might leave it. It might sail through. Walker's bomb one.
Who drifts in towards the middle, dangerously so, because Watts was there and it was a good intercept. He gets the hand pass away towards Stretch. They're inside 50 once again. Talia, no, couldn't take it. Garlett in towards goal, and Melbourne have answered with Jeffrey Garlett getting his first. He's almost back to the centre circle. Commences his run. Have that little few jiggy steps. Flick to the side and then just to the top of the square, and that was disappointing from every angle.
Jared, or we'll come back to that.
Because Garlett's kicked a goal.
Well, maybe that was the plan, but boy, it was an interesting plan. The goal goes to Garlett. Sloane, they've got an opportunity now as they go up towards the half-forward line, and McGovern, who's straight back on, but too much dash, has Jaden Hunt towards Nathan Jones, and he marks in opposition to Sloane. Draws the player. They're looking good at the moment, the D's. Can they convert? They've got Garlett at the back. Well, he pops it over the top. How unselfish can you get? He goes laterally, and again they have the numbers, do the Demons, but can they get away with the footy? Yes, they can, thanks to the pace of Hunt. He can go all the way. Runs his full distance after a bounce and kicks the goal. Great play, Demons. Great play, Hunt.
Clean out of the middle again through Tyson. Jack Watts is going to be at the back of the pack if it gets to him. It does now. It all opened up for Jack. Around the corner, and the Demons fans are on their feet again. As a favourite son, Jags another.
And the mark taken by Jared Lyons. Lyons now up towards Betts territory, but there's a strong mark. Tex Walker in front. He plays on, and he kicks the goal. Quick answer from the Crows skipper, and we're back to a 6-point ball game.
And that's a good tackle, and he didn't do much with it. Adelaide free at half back. Lynch pounces, senses an opportunity to get moving before the Demons defence can get set. Cameron can give it to Walker. He's got Betts. Betts is ready and waiting, and nothing they can do about it now. That's his first.
Crows still through Laird. He's held it for a long time. He got it eventually to Jacobs. Somewhat balletically, Jacobs turns, and now they go up towards Eddie at the back. And here he goes. He'll ease into goal. He'll cruise into goal, and he'll kick another one.
Saw Douglas in his path. Couldn't take the footy. Crouch run down by Bug that time. Out to Viney as the D's try and dig in. Tricky one for Petrarca, so Crouch gains some territory, and Walker took it, sends them inside again. If it gets through, it's good night. And it is good night. Cameron kicks it.
Steal this game. Vince was a flyer, but couldn't take the mark. At the back is Cameron. He sprints away. Through the middle he goes. Clever kick. Gee, that's a good kick. He's got Rory there. Sloane, little chip towards Eddie. Couldn't take the mark. He recovers the quickest, and will kick the goal. Eddie Betts suddenly finds himself with 3.
I'm telling him just to wait. He was getting a full head of steam up now. Kicks a low, wandering ball inside 50. Normally would have taken that mark. McGovern at the back doors to Garlett again, and he's got it. And the D's needed it, and their little man kicks his 4th.
Now Nathan Jones. They go forward again. Gee, another one here would be handy. Can Big Max take a mark? No, he can't. Hogan threw it out the back to Watts. Watts can kick the goal, and he does. Demons are coming back. Carl's away, going across the centre, up towards the half-forward line. At the back was Walker, so too McGovern. Gets the hand pass away. They may get another snap at goal. This is Lyons, and he's got the goal. Now, Viney from the last line of defence to Matt Jones. Inboard once again towards Kent. They've got to get another one smartly here. The clock continues to tick. Crouch goes over the top. Sloane gives it away to Walker. Walker, the look-away hand pass. Beautifully done. This could be the sealer, and it is.
Have confirmed their place today. Dee's trying to get a late one, but Lever doing what he does best. Although Garlett wants a 50. Couldn't quite vacuum that up the first time. Got it the second. Needs a fluky bounce. And almost got it. How to get it?
Oh, he's not paying deliberate.
No.
He definitely deliberately knocked it over, but there's enough pressure. He doesn't know how much pressure he's on. I reckon that's tough.
Falls short. Petrarca takes the grab. Siren about to sound at the MCG. And the Adelaide Crows showing the football world once again there is a considerable gap between the top 8 and the rest.
Tune in to pick a winner. It's a must-watch Thursdays on AFL.com.au.
Main trying to control it. Got it back to his skipper well. Pretty open forward line for Fremantle. Taberner doubling back towards the goals. Tom McDonald on his hammer. The snap, the dribble, and the goal to start things for Fremantle.
He is outnumbered 3-1 at the goal face if he goes long now.
Garlett's deep in the goal square. Crozier leaping high against him. Garlett did well to spoil. Vandenberg got the handball out. Kent snaps a quick goal. And the Demons get there first. Pressure's hot. Blakely's ripped off the footy. Tucker put his head over it. Subin, what a spin out of trouble. And he can size up the goals. Nick Subin with a superb bit of skill. Hogan there with Dawson. They both ran underneath it. Collins spilt the mark. Kennedy tried to get a handball out. Blakely gave it up for Gawn. The big man stepping through some traffic. Here's Kent. Shrugged off one tackle. Unguarded goal square. Needs the clever bounce. And Kent kicks his second. And Sheridan on the hop. Nathan Jones set it up to Petrarca. Blakely did really well. Vince threw his body in there. Trying to clean up Neil on the way through. Kennedy. Jaden Hunt. Back for Nathan Jones. Jaden Hunt again. Ball out for Watts. Wanted the body of Collins early. And he's got it again. Strong contested mark by Jack Watts. Wide for Matt Jones now.
They'll send it long. It won't quite reach Gawn. Mundy had to sit in the hole. Slapped away by Griffin. Vandenberg fumbled initially, but kept his composure. Hooked it back around the corner and kicks a great goal. Help out. Tom McDonald, one of them.
What they are
There's
getting
across to Oscar is also
that's right. What they are getting though is repeat entries inside 50. So they're just getting out. They're using the ball really well. They're locking it in their half of the ground at the moment, Melbourne.
Dean Kent helped get Melbourne moving in the first quarter, kicking 2 goals, and that is as straight as you'll like off the boot. He's got 3. Now Sheridan.
That was inside 50, number 18, but only the 2 goals, so only the 5 scoring shots from those 18 inside 50s in this quarter.
White did well to get it across to Nathan Jones, who unleashes a kick from 50. Knocking it down. Weller had his head over the football. Neal to Hill. Into the pocket. Walters down there. One arm to it. Pavlich controlled it well. And then off the left. The veteran for Freo snaps the first goal of the quarter. And Grimes has found a bit of the footy on his return to the AFL as Kent rode that well, and then out the back. Hogan in so much space. He can take the mark and run it. In fact, walk it just about all the way to the line. Landed with Sheridan. And then the high kick inside 50. Pavlich. A little late, but a great mark taken in defence by Tom McDonald.
Ever so gradually, not truly reflected on the scoreboard. They've just swung it a little bit in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Once again, they get another repulsion.
And Sutcliffe wants to take it quickly. Just the 15, and Pavlich will have the shot on goal. Matt Jones under a bit of pressure, but into the path of Hogan. Collins arriving late, but Hogan at the 3rd bite, able to reel it in just when you thought you had him beat. He takes a great mark.
It's a good contest.
It is.
Yep. It's amazing, isn't it? Anybody turns up to a 9 to 5 job and something falls out of a shelf and breaks their nose, we say take the rest of the week off. We said come off and put some cream on it and get back out there within 90 seconds.
Put your head in a nice bucket and then get back out there again.
Neal to half forward. Valentine kept it inside the boundary line really well. Opens up the angle, snaps it back. And he's kicked a really clever goal.
Well, it is, Dermot, and I think the last 2... as Jesse Hogan tries to get a car in his driveway at the end of the year.
Does he have another look from Jesse Hogan?
Oh,
he got the secondary lift.
Did it have Cyril's covered that he dropped on Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right over
I reckon it did. I reckon it was higher than Cyril.
The Demons break their Darwin drought. They beat Fremantle for the first time in a long time. So get their 7th win of the season. Melbourne victorious by 32 points.
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on afl.com.au.
Jayden Hunt, as he did last week, using his pace to work through half-back, a couple of bounces. Pulls the kick, clever kick in the end, now to Kent. He's got a couple of options. Petrarca ignored. Low ball, terrific kick. Garland on the lead. Hogan, a long way from home. Matty Jones contemplates, draws Dempster. Dempster just holds his line. Jones, well done. Petrarca. Grimes, game 100. Back it goes. Jetta through the middle. Hickey intercepts. Threads it wide. Here's a chance for the Saints. Membry, clever ball over the top. Couple of Saints raffled amongst themselves. Aker is one. Weller the other. Have a look at this. White jumpers everywhere. Well, Petrarca, he's already kicked one. Bouncing ball, option over the top in the square. He saw it. Goal coming up for Jack Watts. Doesn't get too much easier than that. The Demons, they get their 3rd. Grimes, game 100, quickly to full forward. In the end, Watts falls in his arms, gives it off. Here's a chance for Vandenberg. He doesn't make a mistake. Demons are hot. They get their 4th. And fit and healthy for this Demons outfit. Highly regarded. Billings to half forward, full stretch, not quite. Membry, 45, bullets the ball towards goal, clean as a whistle. Saints get their 2nd, Membry gets his 1st. Now to Vince. Long ball, top of the square, Grimes, Garland out the back.
Holding, Melbourne, advantage.
Advantage taken from Petrarca. His second. Low ball, leading Watts. Vandenberg races back. Gullett is already there. So too Hogan and Petrarca. Kent. Thumping ball. Hogan out the back. Dempster. Hogan too strong. Perfect use of the body. Kent, quick, Hunt over the top, Brayshaw tackled, Armitage outstanding, Brayshaw, boot to ball, still Saints around the fall of the ball, Minchington, Sinclair, driving ball, top of the square, Membry out the back, he can have a look at his third. Hasn't yet registered a major, puts it into a dangerous spot though, Dunstan, hands to Membry, and back it comes to Geary. He has a ping from 45, listen to the crowd. The fact that he arrives here about 20 minutes before anyone else out onto the ground and does the miles. Here's Geary again, back-to-back goals. Yes, sir! A little fumble from Jetta. Time just to recover and look for Petrarca. Found him. Great ball to full foot. Kennedy had it. And then lost it. Well, they haven't paid the mark. Jones gives it off. Chance for Garlett as he squeezed it through. He has first goal for the Demons since the first term. Vicky tapped it down. Akers just a little clumsy in the end and a courageous mark from Viney. Expect nothing less. Back to the footy. This to make it an 11-point game. Viney, he's given it a long ride. He's kicked it a long way. Yes, 11 points only. Who's at home? Hogan or Saints?
You're reported. Striking.
Don't think it made much contact, which will probably mean that be a fine if anything.
Out of sight, a ball to be won. The youngster Mitch White charges at it, loses it in the tackle. Sinclair, Vince, all amongst it, out to Akers. The runner is right. Long ball, top of the square. Gresham sets himself. Gresham flies. Recovery is quick. Little handball over the top. Finds a skipper. Well done, Gresham. Well finished, Nick Revolt. It's Membry. He's had a big afternoon. Got 4-2. Trying to set up back-to-back goals. Akers almost off the ground, maybe. Akers, Wagner, Weller, goal. Quick response again. So to a former captain from the captain. Grimes in game 100. Here's Robertson. Runs away from Hunt. Not an easy thing to do. Hunt chases Robertson. Fires at goal. It's a long, long bomb. It's through. Well done, Robertson.
They play well at Etihad quite often because it is a quick ground and they can play really quick footy.
Quick ball. Well, how about that to finish it? Dunstan. The snap. 20 seconds to play. And a 6-goal margin.
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on afl.com.au.
Now Duggan. Short kick, poor one, and then just rolls straight through the legs of Yo. Oscar McDonald. Jetta, creative little toe poke through for Hogan. Running in some numbers, Neil Bullen. On the up to Brayshaw, and on the counter-attack, the Demons. Garlett's got it. Lining up for his 23rd goal of the season. And he's done enough to get it home, and the Demons have got the first of the game. Giles, former Bomber and Giant in the ruck there. It spills though. Matt Jones, quick snap at goal. The Demons have kicked the first two in Perth. Just fumbled it into the hands there of Nelson. He spears it to half forward. Lunging spoil by Hunt was great. Knocked it away from Darling. And the Demons can get out of trouble again. Momentarily though, it's gone straight down the throat of Marston. It looked like they were out there in Melbourne. Now West Coast have got numbers everywhere. And Prudis sends it long to the hot spot. Off hands, the Craft twisting, turning. Good tackle. Tom McDonald. Trips couldn't get a kick away. Duggan can though, and he's working it back beautifully for the Eagles' second. Nathan Jones drew the man to him well. Now Sam Frost spoke about his speed.
Not his kicking.
Wasn't a great kick, but he is away and continuing to run. Hogan.
Pulls the kick back towards Watts, but Hearn just standing in the space. Takes a defensive mark, but he puts Redden under pressure. Vince on the counter-attack. Big turnover, and Garlett is going to walk it in. Costly mistake there from the Eagles skipper. Spotted the man well. Kicks right across the centre square, but plenty of space for Matt Jones to go for a run and a bounce. Could have a second. Almost ran too far. Went the bounce. In short. Watts time to measure something up, and Viney drifting forward. Holes opening up everywhere, and over the top, Chris Dawes will kick the goal. Gone. Clear hit out down, but straight to Cripps. High kick to the top of the square. Lycett in good position again. This time, he hangs on to the mark. Elliot Yeo can send it long inside 50. Kennedy was wrestling. The crowd there, it landed in Kennedy's lap. Viney had it in his fingertips. Going after it again. Great spin out of the pack by Nathan Jones. Able to try and release Vince. So work back into the traffic just to create some room for Jones. And now they've got Petrarca all alone on the 50. He can steady from 45. Christian Petrarca. Sensational finish.
What a kick by Nathan Jones.
Giles just playing his second game of the year. That was a good hit out to Gaff. Kick to half back, but Frost standing tall. Again, Melbourne can go back inside 50. Tries to control the kick. It was good. Onto the chest of Garlett. Redden slipped over. Garlett swept through, and he can go back and line up the big sticks. West Coast need to respond. Shuey. One kick to half forward. Darling up. Flipped over the back. Kennedy grabbed it, trapped it, spun quickly. Needs a clever bounce, and he gets the friendly roll. Something from nothing for West Coast. Kennedy with a bit of magic. Melbourne still come away with it though. Brayshaw thought about giving it to Kent, goes longer instead. Dawes, Watts, Dawes out the back.
So that was a real risk to allow Kennedy to come up to high half forward, and McDonald went back to backstop the whole play.
Marston kicks around the body. Darling got hands to it. Will be paid. It will. He got it at the second bite. Nathan Jones, Tom McDonald. This is a tough kick, and he's turned it over. Wellingham looking for options over the top. Cripps.
He's going to come straight in, get straight in the hands of the doctor. Keep an eye on that one.
Jamie Cripps. Tight in the pocket. Looking pretty good off the boot. Cripps kicks it from the tight angle and gives the Eagles the lead. That's good. Inside 50, dangerous ball. Garlett's been a dangerous forward. It just rolls the wrong side of the post. The toe poke could have gone either way.
Again, over the back. Jeremy McGovern, the spare defender.
Oh. Wellingham again. Moons.
Terrible turnover.
I'll get the run around to him.
Terrible turnover from Wellingham. Kent to take full advantage. He makes them pay, and the Demons have the lead back right on the stroke of three-quarter time. In a standing tackle, Jaden Hunt slapped it out of the area that time. Barras back after it. Cripps turned around Gawn. He's nimble enough and sends it up to half forward. Hill got a little ride, and now West Coast have got numbers out the back. They can just about run it all the way to the line. Gaffel steady from 15 out and level up the scores. Butler sends a high one inside 50, looking for Kennedy. Attracted a crowd. Gawn down there as well, still controlling it. Just in his fingertips, he went straight to the line, and it's deliberate.
The tail footballer may have been touched off Gawn's hand.
I thought he was aiming at Harms.
Gaff takes it quickly, hooks it, and Hill rising high. Came across, but the end result is a mark to Josh Hill. A good mark in the forward pocket. And he puts the Eagles back in front. Lycett in after it. He was wrapped up by Jaden Hunt.
Oh, good throw.
What a slick handball it was to get it up to Nathan Jones. Tyson goes long, but there's a wall of Eagles back there. And Barras can take his time. And as many seconds off the clock as he can. Melbourne need to man up. Petrarca almost got there. But McGovern's got it in his hands. And West Coast may have seen off the danger. Melbourne have dominated the inside 50s all afternoon. But West Coast, at the death, have clawed their way back and escaped with the victory to keep their top four chances alive.
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on AFL.com.au.
Weaving through with Jones, and let's see if they can get their run going, the Demons, and try and link up through the middle. Viney's kicked back to the centre, but it's coming back again. Martin heaves it forward.
Great kick.
And Lynch takes the grab.
That was a magnificent kick. Yeah, he would have loved to do that again, either left or even a right foot banana from that angle, but he tried to get on his preferred, and that's why he got tackled.
And Kent's going to be pinned here by Lonergan. He did well to find his feet, Kent, but just couldn't get rid of the ball. And Lonergan gives a real opportunity deep for Garland. Frustration
Miller free kick, Gold Coast.
only grows for Melbourne fans as they give away a free kick. Miller takes it with a hand pass.
The 6 disposed already for Miller Hutto.
Sexton to half, or two D's fight amongst each other.
There's no connection at the moment.
There's not. Lynch kicks into the space. Schoenfield's going to run onto it here. He'll have a glance. He'll know he's on the MCG. And trying to work through another goal for the Suns, and it comes from Malcheski. That's his first. And what a start for the Suns. Favour of the Suns.
Everything else is even across the board. Tackles.
Dodgy little handball there. Petrarca almost. Vandenberg goes and finds it, and linked up well with Brayshaw and Tyson.
Hogan running hard towards goal.
Harms out wide. This is, if they can play like this, you'd think they'd be able to score regularly. Watts is the longest option. Stretch wants to make sure of it. They're coming for you, Jack. Well done.
It was really good play.
They won't get a third chance, the D's. If they've missed 2 targets in the corridor, turnovers, haven't been punished, they will next time.
Hunt with a flashy run through the middle to give the get back. Advances through the centre. Penetrating kick. Again, Watts.
Beautiful kick.
Wagner back to the wing. Strong in the air, but no mark in the end for Petrarca. Jones, they're certainly working him over at the moment. Brayshaw wanted to give. Hankering for the handball. Oh, Petrarca, that's bold. Took it with confidence. Kicks it into the pocket. And good body work early done there. And allows Dawes to take them out. Maxi gone.
28 hit outs. That's a lot in the contest when you look at the other numbers around him.
Davis screws it back. Jetta's got a problem here.
You just got to kick it in this bloke's area.
Little pinballing around in the pocket. Jones back to Tyson. Hogan got right to his line of sight, but he just didn't think he could hit him, perhaps.
There are some vision issues with some of these Melbourne players. I mean, Jesse Hogan led into the vision, into space. And the two players...
Vandenberg, he's got above his head for a midfielder.
He was attacking the ball, he just got jumped over.
Nichols gets buffeted out of the way by Brayshaw. Used the momentum of the body well. Out of the middle again. Tyson, Vandenberg. They're handball into the clear now. Petrarca, what a kick. What a kick. He knew exactly where to put it. Rosa out to Shaw. Tried to slip through the tackle. The umpire almost was going to pay too high. Here's Petrarca again going pull at a gate. Joyce basically threw that up. Brayshaw starting to have an influence on this game. May in the line of fire. Cobbled together a kick, but that's about all. It's another quick shot for goal. And it's Vandenberg again. Oh, it's an extraordinary choice. And he pays full price. Matera kicks the goal. It's his first. Tyson continuing to take the risky kick. Oh, watch out. Put him in harm's way.
I think he's just winded himself.
Well, that umpire's got no feel for the game because he had to know there was no one forward the ball. Grant didn't want to put the ball out of bounds. He wanted to kick a goal.
Oh, again, lack of cohesion from the Demons. Crowd can't believe some of these mistakes. Joyce puts it inside 50 for Shaw, who's been very busy in this turn. On the wing, a double grab from Kent. Needs to be brilliant by Booten. He was all of that. Finds Hogan. Can we get some joy? Late in the quarter. No, time about to tick down. Just in time before the siren. After the siren, Aaron Vandenberg just kicked a goal. They couldn't do it while play was on for the main body of the quarter, but after the siren, no problem.
Gee, that's clever. I was just thinking, if he wanted to, he could chip it to Petrarca.
14-point lead on this occasion. Just have a look at three players.
Kick.
It's a great kick.
He did put a little hand out, didn't he? Day. Good time for a mark from a Lynch or a Garlett flash through the pack.
What is the answer?
Instantly onto the boot. And now the experienced Rosa. Collect it, play on the call. Lynch, does he want it out or not? Gee, I thought it was just about over the line.
I think he wanted it out, Hutto.
Yeah, Harms.
Well done, Lynch with
kept
hands.
it alive. Grant, suddenly it opens up for the Suns as they push deep again. The front day, they all fall down, but not Matera. He shoots, he scores. So just when Melbourne looked like they were going to move away with this game, the Suns have kicked 2 goals. And they are doing all the attacking right now. And they could go in front. Jared Grant
what a goal.
hits the spot for the pocket. What a kick, the quickest of thinking. Banged it up to halfback instead. Wagner around the corner. Watts!
What a great contested mark. That's a great mark.
Can he kick the winner, perhaps?
Despite all of that, if you had to pick a player for Melbourne, you've been watching all day, you would pick Jack Watts.
Deliberate run-up.
The moment has arrived with 2 minutes remaining on an afternoon full of mistakes. It's a great kick that gets the job done for the Demons, but it's not over yet.
Kick the ball to the top of square, Jace. He had to have a look around then, Tom Lynch. I know what he's trying to do, kick for goal, but if he had have looked central, Jack Martin was running, and the guy who kicked the winning goal got the saving mark.
Bernie Vince! He's turned it over.
Yeah, the clock's ticking down, guys.
He'll kick after the siren. He can make the journey.
All eyes on 23-year-old Tom Lynch.
Looks pretty calm.
The challenge is a kick, a monumental one, of over 50 metres. The man is Tom Lynch, and he doesn't quite get it done. And somehow, amongst all the chaos and all the errors and all the drama of the afternoon, Melbourne have held on.
The 10 Sundays right here on AFL.com.au.
McAvoy, Jones, Hunt, broke free, dances his way to 50, sends it long, and that is the best of all possible starts, Jaden Hunt. Gibson, Mitchell, didn't have anything forward, went back first up. Whitecross, splendid turn. Turned him inside out, kick smothered. Smith. Lewis, and here they go. Hodge, Hill, Smith puts the Jets on, has a bounce with the afterburners glowing. Launches it wide. Stretch has a bounce, being hunted down. Can he hit a target? Over the back. Wiedemann got it. The first gamer with his first touch. Third generation of AFL player, and he's delighted.
How good is that? I love it. The family's pretty pumped and excited about it all. And as are his teammates. They've all got around him.
In this contest. Big, massive hippie shoulder by Rioli. He's put Oliver down, and Oliver hasn't moved.
He's just getting to his feet now, you can see there. See here. Chest.
Well, that was brutal. And so's the response from Rioli. And Hawthorn fans rejoice. How good is it to have him back? Holt's getting numbers back. Sits it up long. Pedersen's going to have to jump. Big jump through. What about that? From Pedersen. Cross had to wait. He was tracked down. Jones. Harms. Brushes off. Runs away. Heads to the square. Kent got back with a handy 11-point lead, the biggest margin of the game to either team. He drills it. Phenomenal start by the Demons.
Yeah, Petracca, loose man, in off the back of the square there. Dwayne trying to have an impact.
Frost toward Jones, put his body on the line but couldn't bring it down. Smith, Stratton. No, they've got the outlet player. Brand goes back. Duray, he dropped the Petracca all the way off half-back goals. Well, that move worked. Brayshaw. We sat that for a long time. Gunston takes off, has a bounce, open goal square, no one ahead of him, shows some poise, drills it. And here he is on cue. Tried to bump on Petracca. Viney broke free. Gibson just got it down in time. Wiedemann got one a little too high, and the umpire furthest away paid the free to Wiedemann. Picked 9 in last year's draft. A couple of stress fracture issues last year. He looks the goods. Sam Wiedemann has 2. Sits it up in hope. Rioli! Who else but Rioli? Into the clouds. Good to have him back. They got any more? Hodge, the old firm. Mitchell, Hodge, Mitchell. Heatherly, Smith. Whitecross. Back to Smith. He's within range. From the 50, bends it back. Sensational. Gawn works his way to the front, as does Jones. Bruce again on cue. Hill. Rioli stalking it, gets it. Backtracks, does a pirouette, opens it up to Gunston, just needs it to sit, bends it around the body, and in the blink of an eye, the Hawks are back in front.
How good was that?
Good grab by Hodge, sizzling kick along the deck, and they're away. McAvoy, Burgoyne, Gunston, Rioli in space, no one near him, and from a stand start, he creates havoc again.
Not all good news for the Hawks today. You can see Ben Stratton there with ice on that left shoulder, is attacking this contest here. It just seemed to slip out all by itself. There's no real contact there.
Stretch. Flick handle, Viney. Oliver kept it in. Fooled everybody, as did Viney with that beautiful step. Shook them out of their shoes. Got it to half forward. Patterson, no one's in the square. It's Tuts. Bug, can he get there? Goes off the carpet. And they're back in front.
See, Jack Watt's not happy. Oh, Mitchell gives Watts one there. Just a little one. Yeah, from the aerial shot, it's just magnificent to watch Key.
Frost, a little don't argue on Hodge. Not sure many have ever been able to do that. Gawn with the one-hand pluck. Yeah, a couple of knee reconstructions. It's his 7th season. Big bearded Max sneaks it in and scores a level again. Duray. Push away from Stretch, the backtrack, the handball, Hodge, the delivery man, Segler full forward, boom! Big Maxi gets back, and the crowd rise again. Back to Vince, 1-on-1, Vandenberg, 2-on-2, Brand got away from Watts to help out. Gawn again.
He's done well today, Max Gawn.
Mitchell. Gibson got it from Whitecross, and they're out. Duray, Brand, Birchall. He's got McAvoy or he's got Rioli. You'd always got a Rioli. Can't keep a good man down. And he's probably the best of them. Straight through Burgoyne. He wanted to run. Bug. Dangerous kick. Fortune favours the brave here for Melbourne. Straight down the spine. Oscar McDonald. Little 1-2 at Kent. Can he hit a target? He didn't want it back. Patterson gives it a stretch. Breaks through. Straight down the spine. And one to the heart. They're back in front.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Long kick inside, hoping for Tyson. Can he get there? Watts instead. Tried to run through them. Got a kick. Tyson bends it. Oh, they're in raptures here. Hawthorn's 9-win streak.
For Melbourne, also uncontested possessions. Normally two real strengths of Hawthorn. Melbourne have beaten them at their own game today.
Gawn goes back with a flight. That's it. I'm growing a beard this week. How good is this guy?
I can't wait to see that, Dwayne.
5 goals of this game. Centering discipline kick. Maxi!
It's got it.
Well, how else would it end? But in Max Gawn's hands.
Even the coaching staff are growing them.
Yes.
Listen to this. They've let it every change. But it's not an anticlimax. It is one of the great wins of the year to any team.
Footy feed right here on AFL.com.au.
Just untangling himself, and now Buck. That's certainly not 15 to Vince, and he's caught, wrapped up. Great tackle by Westhoff. Wasn't buying the little step. Now the Demons can find a bit of room to move.
Yeah, this looks promising.
Frost for Jaden Hunt, who loves to run with the football. 2 bounces along the wing. A third. No one running at him. A fourth. He gets held up. Has to send it wide. Brayshaw works his way onto the left. He unleashes a kick from 45 and he kicks a great goal. Jones for Jaden Hunt. Had to wait for it to bounce, but he was pretty evasive to get around Boat.
Hogan
sends it long. Hogan using the body hands to it. Well done by Kent. Busted through the traffic into a kicking goal from the top of the square.
Beautiful, Ralph.
Tyson spotted the man Jetta, who was just standing all alone at the top of the 50, and he sets the mark himself.
Trying to get every inch he could there.
And he's going to give it away as well. He was fooling them all, because Bernie Vince could then launch towards goal. Bouncing ball, Pittard worried out of it. Garlett tried to flash through with the one hand. It was a clever pickup. He poked the kick into the pocket and it'll just stay alive. Vandenberg just sets it back up again. Hogan in there, off hands. Oliver will go off the deck. Melbourne creating something from nothing.
Oh, Wingard, have a look at this.
Yeah.
He's done a hammy, has he?
Done a hammy, spot on, Rude, just in that contest there. So he knew straight away.
Wow.
And straight to the bench.
Got it well through to Buck. And now Tyson. This could really open up for Brayshaw. No one in front of him. He could go all the way. He takes the mark. He steadies broad bent lunges. It dribbles. It rolls. It trickles. And it's a goal. Angus Brayshaw's got his second. Cleary was aware of it. And the power defenders will work this out, you'd think. Maybe. Quite hit Cleary again. Massive bump. That time by Pedersen on Impey, who's still feeling the effects.
Impey off. Yep. Wingard off.
Great interception by Wines. Sam Gray. Here's Polek. He can try and load up. They're just looking for their second goal. Has it carried the pack? It has. Polek's kicked the goal. Back in now for Boak. Starting to make our way towards half-time. Boak goes long. Young to leap. Gawn with a big pack mark. Maxi Gawn.
What a mark, Max. wants the ball in here.
Robbie Gray just does it so well. Steps inside and can send it long into the pocket. Here's Cracker with a leap and the lift and the mark. You spotted it.
The backmen love getting an opportunity up forward, don't they? Absolutely love it when they're put up there.
He's a skillful player, and that was like shelling peas for Nathan Cracker. Great finish. O'Shea goes for distance. Gawn in the area. Couldn't get a run at the football. It landed with Dixon. And found a bit of room. Shares it with Westhoff. Hooks a kick inside 50. Young working hard to get there. Great handball over the top by Amon. It opens it up for Young. And the Power create a clever goal.
Power now actually believe a little bit in themselves here.
Spot on, Dermot. Controlling the ball a little bit better.
Oh!
Pedersen, hugely. Yeah, the car's in his garage.
Good on you, Ken.
He had a bit of belief.
Cleary, Broadbent. Makes the kick up the wing, but it'll drop for Tyson. Big bump by Cracker. And now the Power are away. Let's open it up for Polek. It can go on a run and a bounce. It can go on goal here. 2 bounces. Steadies. This would really lift Port Adelaide.
The bump.
And now they've got some numbers up for Kent. Dangerous ball, but he kept his eyes on it and he kept it moving forward. And he can center up the kick. Bug. He was hiding behind the umpire. He bobs up and he can get Melbourne's first goal of the quarter and just stem a little bit of the Power momentum. And it could be a really costly turnover, but it's been given up by Kent.
He whiz.
And now the Power go inside 50. Impey attacked it hard. Crushed Westhoff in the process. Jetta couldn't get a handball out. Impey goes again. He's got Wines in support off the outside of the right boot. What a finish from Ollie Wines.
GWS dropped a few percentage points in their loss against West Coast. That could really damage their top
there
four.
By Garlett. A clever bit of roving. He read it well and he snapped a great goal. And Melbourne will celebrate with a win. Big slap forward by Gawn. Is there time for one more? Jones can just get the kick away on time. A bit of icing on the cake for the Melbourne skipper. The Demons break a 7-game losing streak against the Power and beat Port Adelaide for the first time at the Adelaide Oval. Winners by 40 points.
Nice. Our midfield was probably nice.
If you're a Telstra mobile customer, get your 2016 AFL Live Pass now. It's included in your plan, so activate yours today at telstra.com/footypass.
Thomas, who'll play his 200th game next week. 199 today, right short. And Everett, who was the late in, brought into the team this week, and there's been a late exclusion or two for the Blues. Gibbs goes inside and Buckley takes the mark. 45 out. Tom McDonald kicks it long in hope. Hogan overcooked his attempt. Vandenberg at the back. No one came at him, and the seas parted for him beautifully. Tossed in the air this time, so it is a little wet out there. Gibbs takes off. And a bomb that's wide, right. Little nudge on Mitchie. Gets back onto it, finds some space, heads toward goal, and nails it. Graham has some space, outside of the boot. Danger. Frost read it well, but he fell. Everett wraps him up, pretty much gone. He had his chance, and he blew it. And the hander. Buckley from 50, kicks a monster. Simpson bumped on the kick attempt, but it'll work if Jones can collect it. He's collected though. Jetta wrapped him up, got a handball out. Simpson, a wobbler. Oh, it takes off, and he's gone, Bernie. Bernie was burnt big time.
Beautiful tackling pressure. Paul Roos looking bemused.
Yep. Right, left it. Graham. Sidestep was good, goes outside.
What a hit.
Missed his target. Kent.
Trouble now.
Frost. Neil Bullen. And he pumps that wide to Hunt. He can get and go. He collects. He sees it's Casbolt. He puts the jets on. Says, I've got you covered. And drives it through. Kicks one of the goals of the year. And Sumner, this time claimed he got caught high by Jetta. Again not paid. Umpire circling. Cooked. Holding the ball. Possession 13 from the 50. Got plenty on it.
Look at that.
That's delightful. That's top shelf.
Just have a look at the stack of boots down on the boundary line for those that want to change. So there's a variation of stops. Some of them are a little longer. Not the old traditional long screw-ins that we used to have in the olden days, but you can see some of the flatter, shorter ones and then the longer, pointier ones.
Well, they're the ones that Sumner changed. He had the yellow boots on earlier. Cripps gets a kick away, and here's Sumner on cue with the new boots. Brayshaw, options down the middle. Jones, good hands. Beyond his range and knows it.
Hogan on his own.
And Hogan in the pocket has got it. Heads to half forward. It's starting to work for them. Petraka thumps it, top of the square. Watts is about to fly, got hands on it. Can bring it down. Vandenberg, Big Maxi. Can he get it on the box? Gone.
Holding the ball.
Gone. Tyson thumps it up. Gawn's playing out a full forward. Watts is down there as well. Watts gathers. Wants to come inboard. Centering kick. Delightful kick. Just through Wiedemann's hands. Still a chance to mob it up. Went to ground. Jones, who probably owes them one. Hunted down. Big tackle, Doherty. Through Thomas. Let it go. Gawn just spanks it to half forward. Hogan dies. He's got Watts screaming for it. He's up. Wiedemann got a knuckle on it, knocked it down.
No crummers.
Wiedering, trapped by Kent, still alive. Slippery ball. Wiedemann, Watts, Bug, got onto the left and drills it. From the scramble, Phillips goes off the deck, a slippery deck. Jetta left it behind. Arnfield kicks it off the carpet. No in danger free. Oscar McDonald caught by Cruiser. Little toe by Wright. Got into the pocket. Sumner through Everett. Curnow. Centering ball to the square. Hits the deck. Graham outside of the boot. That's a ripper. Daisy Thomas, good pick on the move. And he floats his kick forward. Frost and Cruiser held his ground.
Beautiful grab.
And he heads to the top of the square. Jones! You see it rarely, but it's good when you see it. Simpson floats in. Ball gets to the back. Vandenberg tried to shrug. Got away from him. Held his ground. Sits it up for Hogan. Kent's inside. Neither got it. Tyson down to Kent. Still alive. Floats it to Hogan. Neil Bullen. Goal. Starting to bucket down again, and Sumner found a gap where there wasn't one. Feeds it inside to Cruiser. He goes to Buckley. There's no one in the square. He could get it to run and roll. He doesn't need to run and roll.
What a goal.
He kicks it out of here.
What a great kick.
Still a little wet out there, but the rain has stopped for now. The reach from Viney, couldn't quite get there. Lays a splendid tackle on Simpson, who had no prior. Then a good tackle on Curnow, gone.
Terrific effort. That's what you call a double effort.
And could it be a game changer? Viney to send them back inside 50.
His 8th tackle, Jack Viney.
Again hits the square. Gone! Hardly been sighted all day. Big last quarter will be handy for Melbourne fans.
26 in the first half.
Tui. Time in their favour as well. He launches. Casbolt's there. Phillips from 4 deep.
Well, Max Gawn looks on this time. He thought, well, if you can do it up one end, Max, I'll do it up this end.
Viney, Corral, caught. Oliver, Watts flicks it inside. They're out. Tyson to Bug. Neil Bullen thought about Tyson again. Kent's the one. He's in a 1-on-2. Used his body and plucked away from him by Wiedering. Hogan's the long option. He's up and brings it to ground. Spears it towards Vandenberg and he turns it over. And Simpson holds it up and says, let's take 30 seconds off the clock here. Oliver sprays it wide. But after 9 losses in a row,
The Blues are back on the winners list. And Melbourne's dream is over.
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on AFL.com.au.
Selwood, here's Duncan, but his handball towards the 50 and Dangerfield again. He was inside 50 when he kicked perfectly to Jimmy Bartel.
So Jimmy Bartel gets the first of the afternoon. Max Gawn, little tap down, won it decisively. Dangerfield gets the football, ignores Selwood, drives the ball long, front spot, Hawkins, almost, yes. Bartel gets the first, Hawkins gets the second.
Outside 50, now they're away through the middle of the ground, moving the ball quickly. Vandenberg goes long down in the Garlett direction, fisting it away, it comes back over the top. That's worked out perfectly for Wiedemann. Into the open goal he goes. Credit the assist to Matt Jones. They've got two, the D's.
Big fly from behind, it was Wiedemann, ball spilt to Cowan, chases after the footy, hands and knees, hard to get it out, but he did get it out. Caddy to Dangerfield, takes on Harms, onto the left, into the pocket. Well, it doesn't get much sweeter than that.
Menzel, Hawkins, hamstring looks okay now, looks perfect, but the mark is spilt by Duncan. Dangerfield, good tackle, Frost. Holding the ball. Not an easy man to bring down, and gee, that's a bad sign. Holding the peck, I reckon, there. And not looking good, Patrick Dangerfield. Gee. Is that the less peck, I reckon?
He gets squashed in the tackle.
5-2 to 2 straight. This time, Menegola goes up, knocks the ball down. Motlop chases after the football. Quick kick, not out of trouble for long. Menzel looking for a second. He's got two. 30 seconds to play in the term. Got a runner in Ruggles. Long is Stanley. He's ignored. Caddy bounces into his arms. Might get to Motlop. Does. Runs to 40. Runs to 30. Over the top he goes. They've got another 38-point lead. Thanks, Sully. Brayshaw tries to paddle it forward. He's in good company. Taylor's with him. Brayshaw outsmarts him. 8th disposal for the afternoon. Dangerfield just got out of the way. Thought there was another man going to take care of things from a Cats point of view. Gets into the right position now. Works it forward. Jetta goes at the football. Menzel goes at him. Jetta tried to turn his way out. Menzel got him. Pinged him. No opportunity. No pride. Gawn. Guthrie. Really good to Caddy. Really fast hands. Cats get their first to the term. Very different term. Just the one goal to the Cats after kicking 8 in the opening term and leading by 38. Margin just 40.
Jetta. Geelong fans didn't like the Shepherd. Former Adelaide teammates.
Menegola comes in, intercepts the football. Unselfish. McCarthy should finish and does.
With Hunt, Duncan, Smith, brilliant. Here's Buse running onto the football. Here they come again. Outside 50. Motlop at the back, reaching in. Harms, good mark, I thought. Motlop gets the footy and kicks the goal. That's number 2. Is this inside 50, number 11? You betcha. Long ball down in the Menzel direction. He was never going to drop that. Ham and I have been keeping our eyes on world records. That's another one for Dangerfield. And Menzel, there's 3. And right to Mackie, and Blitzarves reaching over the top of Brayshaw. And then in no mood to hang around and look what happens next. Menegola, Duncan, back to Menegola. What a luxury to have Dangerfield cruising past. Didn't need him. McCarthy instead. Bartel to mark to go back and line up for AFL goal number 200. The Brownlow medalist ticks off another one.
Bartel done so much to Menzel. Where to next? Frost the tackle, good. Menzel feeds it inside. Missed Ruggles. Enright paddles it forward. Chance for Vince. Got hold of the football. Went looking for Viney. Menzel chases the loose football. Little give. Menegola from 45. It's a beauty.
Slow start for Andrew Mackie. He's worked his way into the game. What a terrific mark by Jaden Hunt at the back. Paul Roos bemoaning the fact he hadn't had a Rising Star nomination. Vandenberg, Hogan, off the ground, missed by Jetta, and they won't get a score.
He said the first time in his career he felt he belonged at AFL level was Enright's 300th, and he had a really influential afternoon. Garlett had a tough afternoon. That one, well, that's better. He's had a rugged time on his left boot, better on his right.
Jetta on half-back, he gave the ball away. McCarthy gets it from Taylor, and Hawkins stretching and marking and kicking for half a dozen. So at his 6th, it's coming around, and I think a lot of people coming around to the Cats premiership chances.
To the outer side, turnover coming. Ruggles drops in, and then a neat ball to Menegola. He's already got a couple. Has a look at a third. A PB. Yep.
Look at Dangerfield.
This will hit him.
Knew he was running into trouble, so just ran sideways and absolutely hits Harry Taylor, who from 55 unloads and says, "Here we go. Come on, September." A young man in his 6th game, and Jimmy Bartell running in the other direction in his 303rd game. We know which way the crowd wanted it to go. Dangerfield, somehow, Menzel! Oh, it's so fitting, isn't it?
Don't miss Access All Areas every Monday on AFL.com.au.